way to start. We are live, everyone. Thanks for joining everyone in the chat already. We're joined by special guest Aidan today.
Hello, you alright?
Hello, Aidan.
Hi, Aidan.
Hi, Aidan. And we've got Jim back, James back, and Sam as usual. So we're going to get kicked straight off with our recent watches. Sam, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, mate. I've been, as you know, I've been on a Wes Anderson revisit kick at the minute. I went to go and see Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou yesterday. That is a fun movie. I don't love it as much as most of his other movies, but I do enjoy it. Went to see Royal Tenenbaums. Absolutely fantastic film, that. Bottle Rocket, revisited that. That is great. Rushmore, I've revisited his first 4 films, and I've got Darjeeling next to revisit, and I can't wait to revisit that because I love that movie. And what else, Ollie? I actually was meant to say this on, well, because I wasn't on the last stream last week, but kind of I thought this was one of the big sort of cinema outings I went to this month, so I did go and see the 28 Days and 28 Weeks Later double bill at Tyneside Cinema, and that was a lot of fun, actually. Really good atmosphere. I did really enjoy the first film, 28 Days Later, and that was a great first time watch, and at the cinema. 28 Weeks Later, I know gets frowned upon, I would say, for the most part, but I didn't mind it. It is kind of flawed. There is a few flaws here and there, but I don't mind that movie. The ending is a bit crap, but other than that, it's not a bad movie in my opinion. I just watched Greenberg today, which was all right. I quite liked that one. That was not too bad. So yeah, those are some recent watches, Ollie. And oh yes, we had our watch along, didn't we, of A Walk to Remember, which I thought was very good. Really good film, that.
Yeah. Stuart's going to be going mental because he said, I hope there's no Wes Anderson in today's stream. And I said to him, it's okay, there won't be. And then Roy comes in. Oh, Sam will definitely bring him up at some point. Not even 2 minutes in, and Sam's already brought Wes Anderson up. Stuart's going to be screaming.
And I think he's still yet to check out his first Wes Anderson film as well, Ollie.
I don't think he's ever going to watch a Wes Anderson film. He's just got something against him.
He might enjoy his early work, I reckon, Ollie, because it's not as kind of left field or sort of out of the box sort of thing as his later films. But I reckon Royal Tenenbaums, I said to him, and Rushmore, I think he's got a good chance of getting on with those films in comparison to his subsequent films.
Maybe. You never know with Stuart. He comes up with some random
you never know.
stuff. Yeah. James, what have you been watching?
I was watching Ash's channel, Popcorn and Horror, and one of his favourite ones is Right at Your Door. And
yes,
I've seen that I've seen that a long time ago, and I was like, well, Ash used to really enjoy it. Let me go back and watch that again. So I watched that first, but I just realised I didn't have it. So I went on to eBay and got this 3-set for £1.90 delivered. Can't really complain at that. It's DVD, but he said that you can only get Right at Your Door imported anyway. So I've got Right at Your Door, Hard Candy, and The Mothman Prophecies, but I've only watched Right at Your Door. And I remember watching it, but I forgot about the twist at the end. I don't know if you guys have seen Right at Your Door, but
I've not, mate. I wouldn't mind checking that one out.
The twist at the end, I completely forgot about it, so that was a good bit. So there's a good twist, but basically there's a nuclear dirty bomb attack, and there's a guy trapped in his house, and his wife's outside, and he can't let her in because she's covered in contamination, and it goes from there. So wasn't that was pretty good. I followed that up with The Kingdom of Heaven. I got the 4K. When I say I got the 4K, I didn't get the 4K. Larry very kindly sent me the 4K of Kingdom of Heaven. So So that was really good, nice of them. So I watched that, and that was. I've always enjoyed that movie, but they've added the extra bits into this one. So it was 3 hours and 15 minutes, but it didn't feel like 3 hours and 15 minutes. So that was a pretty good one. I watched. Oh dear, somebody else sent me this one, and because they got the Arrow version of it, and I really have to disappoint them and say, unfortunately, I absolutely hated the movie. I mean, hate's a strong word, but it was extremely weird, and that's the Cell.
Oh, I love it.
Jennifer Lopez, and it was just too weird.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah, for me, it was just too weird. You know, I liked the premise of the serial killer, and I thought how they're going to capture him, and they've got to rescue the girl who's trapped in the tank. I thought that was pretty good. But then when they start going into his brain and stuff, it just got too weird for me, Jim. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I know a lot of people like it, but it just got too weird for me. So I watched that as well.
Understandable.
Yeah. Then I went back to. I do like zombie movies, quite a lot of zombie movies, and I rewatched World War Z. I quite like that one, and they film a lot of that in Glasgow, or at the start when they're in the car chase. And coincidentally, my head office for my work's in Glasgow, and you can see my office in it. I'm like, I know that's not New York, it's my office right there. So that was quite good. I do like that one. I like to rewatch that one quite a bit. My son on Friday was watching the very first Karate Kid, so he's not seen Karate Kid 2, so I tried to turn it on so he would watch it yesterday, but he ended up not watching it, and I watched the whole Karate Kid 2. And the last one I watched was Mark Wahlberg in Invincible. So the guys, if you've seen that, but basically it's a story of a 30-year-old barman who gets a shot at becoming an NFL player late in life on a tryout, and he makes it. And I thought it was a pretty good one as well. So that is my watches.
Nice variety of watches there. Aidan, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Today I've watched or rewatched the Simpsons movie. Yeah, I had a bit of time to kill. I thought, why not whack that on? It's been a while. Yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed it more when I was a kid, but yeah, it's what it is. And then before that, the past three that I've watched are 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and 28 years as well. So I watched all three this week, and yeah, I actually quite enjoyed the second one on rewatch. I know a lot of people that have been rewatching them have kind of been slating it a little bit, but no, I thought it was really good. I had a good time with it. Obviously, there's flaws, like Sam said as well, but
Yeah.
the fun films. The new one was brilliant, so I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but yeah, I enjoyed
I'm
it.
hoping to go on Wednesday, and yeah, I'm looking forward
Nice.
to watching that. Hearing really good things so far.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I want to see that as well, but I was waiting on my Compare the Meerkat 2-for-1 cinema tickets, and that's tomorrow or Wednesday, so I'm going to do that. But I actually started watching the second one. I didn't mention that because my wife made me turn it off because she went, every streaming service has got 28 weeks later, but they've not got 28 days later. And I've got 28 days later, but it's up at the top of my shelf, and I could not, for the life of me, be bothered getting it down. Climb up and get it down. And she goes, you can't watch the second one without the first one. So I turned it off till I could be bothered get climbing up and getting it down, and I've not been bothered yet.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. The second one, I think.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus, Netflix, and Prime. Yeah, it's on all of them, but the first one is on none. I think
it's just come on. The first one's on. I watched it on because I've got the Blu-ray as well, but because I was in the other room, I watched it on. Oh, what was it? BBC iPlayer. It was on.
Oh, 28 days for that. So yeah. I'm gonna look at that. That's very handy because to be honest with you, I would watch the Blu-ray, but in fact, look, I'll turn you. I turned on iPlayer. He's away up on that top shit. I don't know if you can see up there. I don't know. It's away up somewhere up there, and I'm like, I cannot be bothered climbing to get down.
It's mad how
it's away up there.
It's mad how different the first movie looks compared to like the new one, like in terms of like, how it's been filmed.
It will do.
I rewatched the first one, like I said, and
Filmed it on a phone.
It's so bad. Like it just looks like a bag of shit. It's so bad. But
it was filmed on a phone, wasn't it?
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
The first one's brilliant, but it looks awful. So, but the new one looks so clean. It's really good.
I usually come off the stream about 10 o'clock because everybody's going to bed and stuff like that. So if that is on iPlayer, I think I'll make that my watch tonight. It'll be 28 days later. Then I can watch the second one, and for the third one, Tuesday or Wednesday. Just depends when I get to it. But I've always been a fan of zombie films. Zombie films is one of my favourites.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
anything else?
That's kind of the last four that I can think of. I have watched a lot this month. I've had a lot of time in like my job where I get a lot of free time in my job. It's long breaks and stuff like that, cancelled work. So I've watched a lot this month. So on my letterbox, I've logged everything, but I must have watched over 20 films already this month. It's been busy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Nice.
And it is. It's on BBC iPlayer, ready for. Aidan was just telling me that 28 days later is on the film. Thank you, Aidan. So we can watch that tonight. Yeah.
Jim, what have you been watching?
Well, before I mention what I've been watching, what I wanted to say about The Cell, James, I totally understand where you're coming from on that, because that movie it's bizarre, okay? The reason why I love that movie so much is the visuals, because I saw that movie at the theater when it came out, and I had never seen visuals like that. You know, when she's actually inside the guy's brain. There is some striking imagery in that movie that will not leave my brain. So.
You know, I was actually thinking, what the hell is going on here? Is the truth of the matter?
Yeah, it's like an acid trip.
It sort of reminded, that's what you could describe it as, but just not for me. It reminded me of the Roy, Larry, and I tried to debate the worst film that we've ever seen,
Mandy?
and Larry and we've sort of agreed on Prisoners of Ghostland from Nick Cage. But The Cell for me is up there. Have you seen Prisoners of Ghostland?
I saw parts of it. I didn't get through it.
Oh, it took a tremendous effort to get through it. To be fair. I watched it. I watched it anyway. But The Cell, is The Cell up there with that? For me, it's close.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Fair enough. Like I said, the visuals in that movie just totally blew me away, especially on the.
I like the concept. It started off good. And then it just went weird.
Yeah, fair enough. But as far as what I've watched recently, yesterday, as a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys have seen it or if you even know who this guy is, Pee Wee Herman. There was a documentary on HBO Max called I Am Pee Wee. It was a two-part miniseries, 4 hours long. I watched that. I thought that was really good and really interesting. I was never a big Pee Wee Herman fan per se, but it was still a really interesting movie, I thought. And it was cool seeing some of the old clips of, like, back in the 70s and 80s when he was on stage with people like Phil Hartman doing improv, and it was just really cool to see that sort of thing. So that was really neat. I watched the new Predator, Killer of Killers, on whatever streaming service it is. I don't even remember, Hulu or whatever. But yeah, that was good. I enjoyed it for what it was. I don't think it was like the best thing since sliced bread, like a lot of people are saying, but it was interesting. And I watched Bloodlines again, the Final Destination movie. And That to me was the biggest surprise of the year for me so far, because I had zero expectations for that film. I loved the first two Final Destination movies, and then they kind of went downhill from there. This movie was just so much fun and so inventive, and the kills were cool, and it was just a pleasant surprise. So I've actually watched that one twice. So, but that's about it. Tomorrow I will be watching The Monkey, because my Blu-ray is coming in for that, and I've already seen that twice, and I love that movie. So you're on mute, bud.
Sorry, that's okay. I was just telling my wife to turn the light on because it was a bit dark in here. So, so
But yeah, that's all I've watched recently.
Nice watches there. Yeah, what have I watched? I saw 28 Years Later yesterday at the cinema. Yeah, I thought that was brilliant as well, like you, Aidan. Very, very brutal though. I think it's of the three films, it's by a mile the most graphic and gory, and yeah, there's some.
Maybe I'll get into it then.
There's some crazy stuff in there. But yeah, really good. I'm looking forward to seeing where the next one goes now. I said after to my dad, it does feel a lot more like the original than the second one did. It's more like grounded, back to its roots. You can tell like when it comes on, you can tell it's a Danny Boyle film. And I said although I think he's only done he's not done many films recently, but I think his last good probably great film was Trainspotting 2. But I think since then he's only done one film. So
which I didn't like.
what? Yeah, is that Yesterday you're talking about, or is it Trainspotting? You mean?
No, I just said I didn't like T2.
Oh, I see.
Trainspotting. Trainspotting is probably in my top 20 films of all time. I cannot stand Trainspotting 2. But then again, I've only seen it once, so maybe I should watch it again.
Yeah.
But I did not like it the first time I saw it.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Trant? No, I think Sam's seen that one, haven't you, Sam?
I really like that one, Ollie. I know it gets a little bit of a. Do you like that one, Jim?
Yeah, absolutely. I really like that movie, and that movie is so underrated. Hardly anybody's ever even heard of it, and it's really good.
I love that movie, mate. I've seen it a few times. I went to the cinema to see it, and it's one that I don't know about in like kind of. I wasn't sure, like, because I know over here, Jim, it got a bit of a mixed reception. I wasn't sure if like over in the States that one got a mixed reception as well. I'm not too sure, but yeah,
it got no reception here in the States. I mean, it came and went. So
yeah, I don't think it did that particularly well at the box office, mate. I don't think it was on at the cinema that for that long, from what I can remember. But yeah, really like it. Very interesting, original idea for film as well. Rosario Dawson is absolutely stunning in that film as well.
Oh God! Don't get me going on Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, definitely, Jim. But yeah, it's a really good movie. I would definitely recommend that one to Ollie. It feels like something that Steven Soderbergh would do as well. Really good film, that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, nice. I have to check that one out.
You can get it cheap on. Sorry to interrupt you, Ollie. I was just going to quickly say that I think you can get it for about £3-4 on Blu-ray as well. I got it for about cheap as chips on eBay. That one.
Yeah, we'll look out for that one. And then yesterday afternoon, I decided to stick the 4K of Dirty Harry on, and didn't disappoint. It was as good as everyone was saying it was. It looks excellent. Definitely, I think the best 4K this year.
Was that your first viewing of it?
No. I've seen it years ago.
Your first time seeing it? Oh
no, I've seen it a few times before, but I just wanted to stick the 4K on because I just heard so many good things. But yeah. Oh, it's such a good film as well, though. Just love anything with Clint Eastwood in, though.
Yeah.
I like the enemy in it, Andrew Robinson, because he's in Deep Space Nine, and I watch all of that.
Yeah, he's good in that.
Scream when he gets stabbed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my voice doesn't go that high.
Yeah.
No, that's
great. No, yeah, that was good. Oh yeah, all of them. I like all the Dirty Harry films. I know, like the Deadpool, it gets
Yeah.
quite a lot of hate, but I still think it's a fun film.
It's
Is that
entertaining.
the one with Liam Neeson in it?
Yes.
Yeah, Liam
And
Neeson, Jim
Carrey doing an
Carrey.
actual
Yeah.
Rose impression.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
so I watched that, and then last night I watched Behind the Candelabra, which is the Liberace film, which is a Steven
Okay.
Spielberg film.
I've
It's-
got that, but I have not watched it.
It's not going to be for everyone. I will just say that it's very graphic. But if you like your biopics, I'd say give it a go because it was a good story. I'd seen it before a long time ago, but I couldn't really remember much about it. But it's got some great actors in it. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
Michael Douglas,
Yeah.
Matt Damon, Dan Aykroyd, Debbie Reynolds. I think it was her last film. Rob Lowe as well. Great film.
Yeah, good performances. Good film.
Really good. I mean, I was watching that and I was shocked that it's a TV movie.
HBO.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Michael Douglas gives one of his best performances in it, I think. You could even say Matt Damon does as well. Matt Damon's brilliant in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, recommend that if you've not seen it. You like your showbiz, like sort of biopics. That was really interesting. And then this evening, I watched one called Wonderstruck, which is probably going to be my highlight of the week. Absolutely loved it. It's a Todd Haynes film.
Oh, okay.
It's got Julianne Moore, who obviously worked with quite a bit. Michelle Williams is in it as well. Really interesting take. I absolutely loved it though. It's basically set during two different times. It's set in the 20s and the 70s in New York, and all of the like part of the 20s is shot in black and white and it's like a silent film, so it's just got music. And then the 70s is set to like an awesome 70s score. Like you got David Bowie's Space Oddity. The song that plays, I don't know the name of the song, but it's at the start of Being There when he's walking out the house for the first time. That song's in it quite a bit as well. And it's basically about these two deaf kids that are trying to kind of find out more about where they like their family and where they came from. And it's kind of like turns into like a bit of a fantasy thing, and their paths somehow intertwine. I just thought it was a lovely film, really beautiful, really great performances, especially because, like I said, all of the stuff set in the 20s is completely silent, so there's no spoken words at all. But I just absolutely loved it. And like I said, the soundtrack was incredible. So I don't think it's one that really gets spoken about. Like, I didn't even know it was a Todd Haynes film until I looked. But yeah, 10 out of 10, I'd give that. Highly recommend that if you can get a copy of that. So yeah, that was the last film I watched.
Is that one out on Blu-ray, Ollie? That one?
Yeah, I think I picked it up for about £5 on eBay. So
Okay.
not too expensive, but definitely worth watching, I would say. I don't know if you've seen that one, Jim, or heard of it.
No, I have not. No, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, nice, fair enough. Right, let's move on.
Todd Haynes has got some very, he's got some truly incredible films. He's got another couple that I was like really uncomfortable watching.
I'd be interested because every film of Todd Haynes I've seen, I've absolutely loved. Like Far From Heaven, I adored Far From Heaven. I thought
that's a very good one. That's a very good one.
And then
mainly
obviously
because of the performances.
Yeah. Then obviously Wonderstruck. Now,
yeah,
I've not seen Carol yet, but I've heard that's incredible. So I really want to watch that.
Happiness is one that left me a little uncomfortable. Have you ever
Was
seen
it?
that? Happiness.
Which one?
Happiness.
Oh, I've not seen that one. No, I've not seen that one yet.
That's one that'll make you uncomfortable. Very.
Oh, is that not Todd Solondz?
It is. You're right. I get those two confused. You are absolutely right.
Because I was going to say I don't know.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, it is.
I don't know of a bad Todd Haynes film because he did.
Yeah,
he's done so many good.
You're
films.
right. I got the two of them confused. You are absolutely correct.
And he did that May December a few years ago, which I really liked as well. But that kind of quite split. I know some people that absolutely hated that, but I thought that was brilliant as well.
he's got one out that I want to see, which is Dark Waters, but I've not seen it yet.
Oh, I completely forgot that was him. Yeah, love that film as well. Yeah. No, yeah, great director. Slowly
I've
becoming
wanted
more
to get
like-
that, but I've not managed to obtain it yet.
Yeah, I think there is like a foreign release going. I think maybe Roy picked it up or someone picked it up.
He did, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's sort of about like toxic. It's like a bit like Erin Brockovich.
Erin Brockovich. Yeah. Good film that is. So yeah, let's move on to some of the comments. We got Sai here. Evening, Sai.
What's that?
Got Adam here.
Adam.
Hello, Adam. Good evening. Jim Jam's here. Hello, Jim Jam.
Yes, indeed. I picked up a network one the other day, and Jim Joe was looking at it, and unfortunately, it wasn't for me. I traded it. Sorry.
Did any of you pick up that Willow 4K steelbook from HMV? I did not, but I want to get the standard 4K because it's a film I've never actually seen before.
Yeah, I'm not a huge.
I didn't pick it up, but I've got it because one of my subscribers very kindly sent it over to me. They sent me a message saying I'm going to send something for you for your content. I'm like, okay, you don't really have to, but that'd be good. And then this came out, so I've got the Blu-ray, but I've traded the Blu-ray, and I'm looking forward to watching that. So that'll be sometime this week as well.
Have any of you seen the new trailer for Weapons? It looks so good. Yeah, me and Jim. Has anyone else seen the new trailer yet?
I haven't already.
No.
What do you think, Hayden? Do you think it looks good?
Yeah. I've currently got as like my top horror film, if you can kind of class it as a horror. I've got Sinners as like my top at the minute, and then 28 Years as my second. But I think Weapons is going to go through that ceiling. It looks very good.
Yeah, it does.
It looks different as well.
Yeah, different. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looks like, and this is what it was described as when like they were first making it. It's like a horror version of Magnolia. And yeah, so I think it's going to be great. Josh Brolin looks great in it as well.
Yeah, he does.
What's your most anticipated film this summer? I would say either F1, which I'm going to see Wednesday night, or The Naked Gun, because that just looks hilarious. What about you guys?
Probably Nobody 2. For me, I reckon, Ollie, or if not that, I can't remember. Was it PTA's new film? Is that out September, was it?
Yeah, end of September.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with Nobody 2 then.
Nice.
I want to see F1, but to be honest with you, I'm never up to date on the ones that are coming out. Usually it's on here that I get told about them.
Yeah. Anyone else got any anticipated films?
Yeah, it's a good question from Jim Jam. I mean, it's a big summer for films, but I don't know. I love my Marvel films, but I can't put like Fantastic Four or Superman up there. I'm looking forward to Jurassic World. I think just with the cast and the direction it's going in. But then another film that I'm looking forward to is one that's currently out in the States, I think, but we've not got it yet. We're getting it in August. Materialist from.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
What one?
Materialist, directed by.
That came out last week here in the States.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I think we're getting it a bit later. So, but yeah, that's high up there for me.
And The Life of Chuck. That's not coming out till August over here. I think
it's out here in limited release here in the States.
That
it's getting
looks
stellar
so
reviews.
Good. Yeah, it looks so good. Yeah,
No,
definitely.
The one that I'm most looking forward to actually comes out the second week of September, and that's The Long Walk, which is based on a Stephen King novel that I have been obsessed with for 40 years. And I've been waiting for 40 years to see a proper movie version of that story, and I'm finally going to get it. So fingers crossed that one turns out half as well as I'm hoping it does. So
yeah,
that's definitely the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah. Another good question. Name a director you have seen every film they've directed. That's a
Okay.
very good question. If any of you guys have got a director, then
Tarantino.
I've got one off. I've not seen Death Proof. Otherwise, that would be my
Neither have
answer.
I. That's the one I'm missing as well. Definitely.
Tony Scott.
Damien Chazelle, I would say.
Ari Aster. Although
Jordan
I have
Peele.
not seen I take that back because I didn't see Beau is Afraid, and I heard that was horrible.
Oh yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch it.
No, I won't. I heard enough people tell me that it was bad. So.
Yeah, I put myself in the cinema for that, and it was like an empty screening, and I thought, why is it so empty? First Ari Aster film I'd ever seen, and I thought, oh, it's Joaquin Phoenix. It's got to be good. So I went in, and I came out, and when I got picked up from the cinema, I think it was my mum, my sister said, "What's wrong?" I said, I honestly just don't know what I just watched. And I was just in a glum state for the rest of the day because I just didn't know what I just watched. I was just so confused more than anything. Yeah, weird film that was. Yeah. I don't know if any of you other guys have got any answers to that question. I can't think of any others.
Tarantino, Tony Scott, and there's another one that I've got his entire filmography, and I know I'm missing it. Oh, Christopher Nolan. I've seen all of his movies too.
I've not seen Following, but I've seen every other film he's
That was
done.
the last one I saw. I finally saw that on Criterion Channel. I don't own that one, and it's only like an hour long or something like that. So I mean, to me, technically that's a film, a movie, but to me it's an hour long. So that's a short film to me. That's not a theatrical feature, I guess I should say.
I've not seen Tenet, Jim.
Tenet?
Because I've not seen it, and the reason I've not watched it is because, to be honest with you, it took me 10 watches to get through Inception.
Really?
I must have tried to watch Inception 5 or 6 times, and then I fell asleep on half of them. But then to actually get through it was a 10th time, and I heard Tenet's even more confusing than Inception. So I'll just be putting it off because if it were that.
Tenet's very weird, especially the first time seeing it. But again, it's got great visuals. So
Sorry, Ollie, I was just going to say, after watching Tenet, I had such a banging headache after watching that film. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That it just completely just underwhelmed by it. But I want to give that movie another go, Ollie. Definitely. I've not seen it since the cinema.
Yeah. I just thought of a good director. I've only recently finished watching all of his filmography, and that's Fincher. I've watched all of
that's a good shout.
And yeah, he's a good director.
He's got a couple of Netflix movies I haven't seen, but I've seen all his theatrical work.
Yeah, he's just started filming the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel, so it's Netflix, which pisses me off. That sort of film shouldn't be a Netflix film.
And again, Tarantino's not even
it's his script
heavily involved. It's his script, but he's basically leaving it all to them.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like it could go either way,
It could do like a Tony Scott with True Romance, because he just wrote the script for that, so it could go that way. Because if you have a great director with a great writer, you could get great results. So
yeah, but it could also go Natural Born Killers, which I know a lot of people love that movie. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one either, Jim, to be honest.
Yeah, I love parts of it, but as a whole, no. But True Romance, on the other hand, I could watch that every day. That movie is damn near a masterpiece, in my opinion.
Yeah. No. Tony Scott, I've got a controversial video coming out on Friday. It's going to split some people. Are you there still, Jim?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're there.
You look like everybody else froze up for a minute.
Today. No, I got a video coming out on Friday. Basically, Ridley Scott versus Tony Scott, who's the better director. That's gonna have some comments
That's gonna piss some
being
people
thrown
off.
around, especially with the angle that I went, because the angle that I went is not the angle that most people are going to go. I don't think. I have a feeling it's probably the angle you would go, Jim, but yeah, I don't think it's going to go the way I think it's going to go. But
Well,
yeah, anyone else?
I think Tony Scott is one of the most underrated directors of all time.
Yeah, I agree
That'll
with
tell
you.
you anything about my opinion on the subject.
Yeah, that's the way I went. That's the way I went. But I think I went.
I
a
don't
bit
like
too
all of
far.
his movies, but he's steady. And there's a
Yeah.
10-year span in his career where it's just banger,
Yeah.
banger,
Yeah.
banger, 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 you know?
Yeah, I think I was a bit harsh on Ridley Scott, but you'll see in my video. I think Roy's gonna be like, he's not gonna be impressed. I don't think, because
Well,
I
you two-
did go a bit harsh on Ridley Scott. Like
You two
most
went
of
at
his
it
films.
about this before when I was on here.
Well,
Because
Ridley Scott.
because you said, if I'm not mistaken, you said that Ridley Scott, I don't even remember what movie it was now, because it wasn't Alien and it wasn't Blade Runner, but you said there was like one or two of his movies that you would put like in your top echelon of film,
which I talk
And
about in the video. Yeah,
right?
and it's
And
Gladiator and The Martian.
Right.
All others
Excuse me.
fall
I will be
way
back
below.
momentarily, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries. Has anyone else got any thoughts on that question though before we move on?
I'll probably say Ollie, Wes Anderson, Andrei Tarkovsky, and Edgar Wright. I think I've seen all of them. Yeah, I've seen all their Edgar Wright's movies as well, I think.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I think I've seen all of his films as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
obviously he's got his remake of The Running Man, I think, coming out in
Oh, yeah.
November, I think.
That'd be good.
With Glenn Powell in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
not
but-
seen the original.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a good film, the original, but I'm a
Yeah.
big Arnie fan.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I
I'll
can't
watch
wait.
it before the new one comes out.
Yeah. Texas says Wes Anderson for me. Jim Jam says, what's your favorite biopic film? Oh, that's a hard one because biopics very broad.
Yeah.
I think we had this one question before, because you could go like music biopic, or you could go just maybe even actor biopic, or you
Yeah.
could go historical figure. You could go lots of different ways.
I like The Social Network.
Oh, it's really good, man. I love that film.
Wow. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm going to cheat because it's technically not, well, it is and it isn't, but I'm going to say Titanic because it did happen, but most of the events in that film also did not happen. Well, as far as we know.
It's not of a person, though, is it?
But it's about a historical event that actually happened, so it is technically a biopic. Because the Titanic really did go down, and that is really the way it went down. So you could argue it is technically a biopic. It's a lazy answer, but I can't be bothered to think. I couldn't choose. I'd be here all day.
Yeah. I'd probably go with The Social Network, and then if you can class this as one, but The Iron Claw from A24.
Oh yeah, I love that film.
I'd probably say that one as well.
Yeah,
I've got it, but I've not watched it yet.
oh, such a good film.
You know, the other one I was going to say that I actually really quite enjoyed was Eddie the Eagle. I quite like that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's in my top 50 films of all time, so you could give that one, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like the Eddie the Eagle. Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't bad. You know, they played a good part. They played a good part.
It gets a lot of hate nowadays, I feel, but yeah.
Yeah. I like Rocket Man as well. I thought that was quite good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But they're all decent. But I think The Social Network, just the writing in that's just so good. I think.
Yeah. You got any, Sam?
Yeah, mate. Couple that spring to mind. I've got Into the Wild, which is absolutely amazing. That film. I'm dying to rewatch that. Actually, I've seen it a few times, but I haven't seen it for about 8 years, something like that. I'll go for that one for one. And my favourite music biopic, Control. There'll be a couple of my answers there.
That's a good shout, Sam. That is a very
Thank you.
good shout. I forgot about that. I only watched it a week ago.
I was just going to add to that, Ollie. I'm so pleased you loved that film, by the way, because I absolutely love that film.
Oh, such a well-made film. Such a great film. Yeah.
Both 10 out of 10 movies for me, Ollie.
Yeah, definitely. Would ask Jim, but I don't think he's back yet. So we'll move on. We'll go another 10 minutes and then we'll move on to the next topic of go through comments. Oh, Jim's back.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I beg your pardon.
That's okay. Do you want to answer this one, Jim? What's your favourite biopic?
Oh, geez. Okay, it might not be familiar to you guys over in the UK, but there was a tearjerker, and I hate tearjerkers, but this is the first time I ever saw my father cry when I was a child. A movie called Brian's Song.
Oh,
And
yeah. We spoke about this, I think, on the
I
last.
heard this one, yeah.
I love that
Brian
film.
Piccolo, who used to be on the Chicago Bears, and his roommate was Gale Sayers, who was like one of the
James
greatest
Caan.
running backs back then. James Caan and Billy D. Williams and Jack Ward.
Yeah.
Great movie. So that would probably be my answer to that.
Yeah, that is a good shout, that is. Giz is here. Hello, Giz.
Hi, Giz.
I guess.
I guess
This is a hard one because
That could be spoiler territory.
that could be spoiler territory. So maybe we just say the name of the film but don't say the twist unless we've all seen. No, because that might even spoil it for people that are watching. Let's just say the name of the film.
Name of the movie.
That's the easiest way to not upset anyone. Do you want to know that all of the great twists in film history have been spoiled for me, unfortunately? I would have probably gone for The Sixth Sense, but I knew about that ending.
you just stole my answer, Ollie. You just stole my answer.
Yeah, I knew that way before. I knew the
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I won't say anything, but yeah.
I've not seen it yet.
So mine's a
this
tie.
is two.
I got a tie.
7.
That's
Yeah.
7 as well.
That's a good
That's one of
twist.
them.
Yeah, it's a great twist.
That was
The
my
Mist.
pick. Oh,
The
The
ending
Mist is a
of The
great
Mist.
film as well.
Yeah,
That's
We've
all
got
I'll
that
say.
on 4K over there.
I read that book several times as a child and loved it and did not see that ending coming. And that's as far as I'll go. It's a great twist.
I suppose the film we watched the other night, Sam, had a twist.
Did you guys freeze
didn't
up
it?
again?
Yeah.
Did I freeze up again?
I did, to be fair. Are you alright, Jim? You okay, Jim?
I think we lost them.
I think he's gone.
Okay.
I think he's back.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are froze up, but can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I hear? Yeah.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's
I
gone.
got my answer because I didn't know the twist beforehand, but it's Arrival.
Yeah.
That was a great twist. Didn't see that coming. Oh, he's gone. I think he's joined back in the
Yeah, I
lobby.
think he's having internet issues, Ollie.
I have no idea what the hell happened. Sorry about
It's the
that.
heat, Jim. It's the heat.
Probably is. It probably is. The fiber optic cables and the whatever works Wi-Fi is melting as we speak. I have no idea.
Trying to think of really great twists. In
Are
films.
we frozen
Yeah, it's got me thinking as well, Ollie.
The Sixth Sense and 7 are just the most
Hello?
memorable ones,
Yeah.
aren't they?
I can remember, possibly, Ollie, without spoiling
we
it,
all
but I can remember Flight Plan had a decent twist.
Twists, yeah.
I'll probably go something like that then. It's probably not
Well,
my favourite twist, but it's a twist I can think of. It that happened in the film. I was
Yeah.
going, yeah.
It's been a while since I watched Flight Plan, so that's sort of like, I might watch that, yeah.
Oh, great film, mate. Yeah, I've not seen it for years. Need to get it
Or-
on Blu-ray.
Another one, another Fincher film, Gone Girl. That's got a
Yeah,
great twist.
that's a good twist.
I've not seen it.
See, this is
I've
the
got it,
difficult
but,
thing. You
yeah.
can't. We can't talk about it because it'll ruin it.
Yeah.
We can't talk about another David Fincher film as well. Ollie, see what I did there?
Yeah, definitely can't talk about that one.
Because of rule
Yeah.
number 1. There we go.
Yeah, that one's not allowed.
Oh, that is a good twist as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree with that,
It
James.
is.
Yeah.
Brilliant film as well.
I love that film,
How could we
Maiden. It's
possibly
great.
have forgotten about Psycho?
Oh,
Yeah, that's one of the
Possibly
biggest
forgotten about
twists.
Psycho.
Yeah, the way they did that back it for that time was
Yeah, people
something.
talk about Scream, okay, with Drew Barrymore because everything was,
I love
advertised
that.
like she was
I
the
love
star of
Drew
that movie,
Barrymore.
and that's the way it was
Yeah.
40 years earlier with Psycho with Janet Leigh.
Yeah,
People thought she was the star, and then
I went to buy Scream out of CX, and I went and picked up the wrong one. I got it on 4K and I picked up the wrong one. See, I thought this was the original, but this isn't the original.
you got the new one?
Is it? Which one's this?
No, that's the newer one, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
The
Right,
reboot?
it had Courtney Cox on the top, and then I looked, I thought, Courtney Cox Scream, I'll take that. And then I was seeing all the other characters, and I thought, this is the wrong one.
what about Usual Suspects?
Yeah.
That's a good twist.
Yeah.
Also, I
Empire
suppose
Strikes
it's
Back.
more of Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, definitely.
Possibly Knives Out as well, Ollie.
It's a bit more difficult when you're talking about
that's a mystery.
whodunits, because that's a more of
Yeah.
a murder mystery.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
it's something you're
Okay.
expecting. You're expecting for something like that to happen.
Oh,
Yeah,
here's a deep
That's
cut
fair.
one for you guys. I don't even know if any of you have even seen this movie. The Last American Virgin.
I want
You ever
to
heard of
see
that
that
movie?
film at some point. I've heard about that film.
Jim, I traded
for-
that in last week without watching it.
For 95% of that movie, you're watching a teenage sex comedy, and the last 5 minutes turns around, rips your heart out, throws it in a blender, and hits puree. I mean, it is unbelievable. The whiplash you get at the end of that movie.
Not
I was
a
just
film.
saying, Jim, I had it, but I had a lot of Arrow videos on my shelf that I hadn't watched, and they'd sat there for 5 years and I hadn't watched them, so I just traded them, and that was one of them.
Not a film, but a TV series that Jim will know because it's over his side.
No, it's got a huge twist at the end.
Dallas. Season 9 of Dallas is supposed to have one of the
Who's that,
biggest.
JR?
Is that Hugh Short Jr.?
No.
Season.
It's the dream
Who's that, JR?
season.
Yeah.
No, the dream season where the whole season's a dream and you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
reference that
yeah.
all the time now.
That's where it jumped the shark like Happy Days.
Yeah.
That jumped the shark like Happy Days. Are you guys familiar with what jump the shark means? Or is that
No.
an American saying? Okay. Way back in the day, there was a show called Happy Days with Fonzie. Ron Howard was on it and everything. And it was the #1 show in America. And one year, they decided about season 5 or so that they would have Fonzie, who was this tough guy in a leather jacket who rode a motorcycle, on a pair of water skis jumping over a fucking shark. And that became known as jumping the shark. So anytime a TV show is like this and then suddenly it goes, that's called jumping the shark over here in America.
Right.
And
Right.
the Dallas thing that you're talking about is when Dallas officially jumped the shark.
Right. Yeah.
It definitely went weird.
Sai said, I watched 28 Years Later last week. I really enjoyed it and it made me cry at a certain point. Yeah, I know the point you talked about. That was hard. That was rough.
The Full Frontal Alpha? Sorry,
Oh, that
I have
just-
never
that-
seen the movie yet, but that's all I keep hearing about.
Jim, that actually reminded me of a film that I watched last night that I completely forgot about. I watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
And he
love that
gets
movie.
there's a full frontal in that one, isn't there? From the guy, and I was like, yeah, I completely forgot I watched that.
I watched that last week as well.
That movie's hilarious. I love that movie.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not allowed to watch things with Russell Brand on it on the TV when my wife's in because she hates him, absolutely hates him.
No,
Don't know
yeah.
why, but she does.
No, that ending of 28 years later, though, Aidan, that was weird. That did make me laugh, though. Did you get what they were referring to
Yes
with
and
the
no.
group?
I mean,
That
I'd
was
seen
weird.
all the stuff on Twitter or X,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. So I knew something happened, and I don't think my brain could like
I
I don't
understood
even
why.
yeah, like because it's just like it's so
Because they didn't know. They didn't know at that point because they've gone 28 years. At the time that it was revealed to the public here, they would have been halfway through the apocalypse or whatever.
Yeah.
So it would never have been uncovered, the secret. So to them, that's completely normal. So I kind of get it in that way.
yeah. It kind of like without spoiling it kind of took me out of the film for just
It's
1 minute,
weird.
and
Yeah.
that's all it took because it's right at the end of the film, and you're watching it, and then a scene happens, and you're kind of like, right, well, I don't understand what I've just watched and why that was on a cinema screen, but
Yeah.
yeah,
There were some funny moments in that film, though,
Yeah.
weren't there? Like when
There
they were
was.
sat in the field with the Swedish soldier. That was funny.
Yeah.
That bit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like I will say one thing about it when, despite the ending where it was weird, and again, why is the question for me, but
Yeah.
forgetting that, I left wanting to go back in that world immediately. Like,
Oh, yeah.
so many questions. I want it to carry on like tomorrow. If like the next film came out tomorrow, I'd be booking a ticket. Like, I think I'm so excited for the next one. I can't wait.
At least, unlike lots of sequels, you've only got 6 months to wait, so it's
Yeah, I
not
was gonna
too
say
long.
February.
Yeah.
Is it February over there? It's January over here.
Yeah, I thought it was February. It might be January, but I thought it was
Yeah.
February.
And then fingers crossed we get the third one as well.
But yeah, I
will.
think this film's going to
They
do
will.
pretty well, so I think we will. Yeah.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
These movies don't cost a lot of money to make.
No,
You know.
this is true. Yeah. Right, we'll move on to the next topic before we start carrying on with the comments. That is physical media recommendations of the week. Now, I think Aidan won't know what exactly this segment is. Basically, we just grab a few films from our collection that we would recommend to people, be it the film itself or the edition of the film. Anything you want to show, get out there to people. A few things if you want, just to talk about. So I don't know if you guys want to go and have a look, get some stuff, and I'll show
grab
you
some.
through.
I'll go and get mine now, Ollie.
Cool. So my first one is a film from 1990, starring Christian Slater, and it's called Pump Up the Volume, which got released on the Warner Archive label over here 2 years ago now. Really good, like coming of age, obviously very early 90s film with a great soundtrack, great performance from Christian Slater as well. And one of those that I kind of went in blind myself, didn't really know anything about it, but yeah, really enjoyed it. If you like your like coming of age films from like the 80s and 90s with a good soundtrack, then yeah, definitely recommend that one. And then one I'm sure a lot of people have seen, but it's one of his most underrated films, I think, and it probably gets spoken about less than most of his bigger films, and it's Robin Williams in Patch Adams, which I absolutely love. It's such a good film. As you laughing at parts, crying at other parts, and it's just great. You hold 10?
How many fingers?
Oh, 10, yeah.
Do you remember that bit?
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but yeah, it's
where the
just
guy he's got the guy in the mental asylum, but he's like he said that he piles up his fingers and he says 4, and he goes, no, that's the wrong answer, because he's trying to get me to think outside the box.
yeah. No, yeah, it's just so good. The fact that it's a true story as well, and how he basically just used humor to like heal people. Just absolutely love that film.
I think there's some truth in that,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
because people, older people, see that a lot of older people live through Christmas, and then they die after Christmas. So they've got to have a will to live
Yeah,
to get, you know.
yeah. And my last one, bit different. It's very emotional though. The Perfect Storm.
Oh
With
yeah, I've
George
seen that.
Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, John C. Reilly. Really emotional film. Truth again, a true story. I think.
Yeah, it is a
Great.
very good one, Ollie.
Yeah.
I've got a little story about A Perfect Storm. Years ago, I wanted to buy it on DVD, and I went and ordered on eBay, and it came through the door. I'm thinking, this is an awfully big box. They sent me the VHS. I think it was one of the last ones released on VHS, and I didn't have a video at that time, so I gave it my gran. She was the only one that had a video player left.
Sam, do you want to go next?
There is a video I'm wanting to do about comedic actors or actors that started out like in a comedy role that would move on to like dramatic roles, and I've got a couple of examples here. I rewatched this last week for like the first time in years. I've seen it like multiple times over the years, but I would consider it like one of the most underrated films ever. Stranger Than Fiction. I absolutely love this film. It is just so original for its time. Like Will Ferrell kind of taking on a more dramatic role, like it's kind of one of these films that is kind of best going into it completely blind as well, but it's so original for its time. Will Ferrell's really good in this film. Maggie Gyllenhaal's a great supporting role. Dustin Hoffman and Emma Thompson. Yeah, it's brilliant, and I love the I love kind of like it's just its concept. It's got a little bit of a blend between a little bit of Magnolia, but the Truman Show as well. It's kind of think this film might have took a bit of inspiration from both of those movies. But I love the songs used by Spoon, the band Spoon as well. Who, yeah, they've done some great stuff. So yeah, I really enjoy that one. It's got very fantasy sort of feel about it, but mixed with drama, comedy. Yeah, really good film. That I'm looking forward to. I've got a whole video on the pipe work, and I'm looking forward to talking about that one again. And the other one is Adam Sandler, kind of obviously most known for starring in a lot of comedies, a lot of which I still do really enjoy. And then he kind of wanted to test the water to be more like dramatic roles, and I went with him Punch Drunk Love. I absolutely love this movie. I need to I'm thinking eventually getting the 4K criterion of this. It's again Paul Thomas Anderson, who is a fantastic director, possibly top 10 director for me now. I just love his work, I adore it. And Adam Sandler again, like just from the get-go, like, he's just getting constantly, like all this hassle he's having to deal with over the phone, all these instructions just come out of nowhere, is in thinking, whoa, fucking hell, what's going on here? And it's just it's real, it's kind of, you just really feel so damn sorry for the guy. I think it's Barry, the character's name is, and I think he's got like this piano as well. And when he meets Emily Watson, it kind of sort of puts his life back to some norm to like one extent, and it's kind of keeping him together as well, because he's kind of really just, things are just spiraling out of control, and you just want him to get his life back to the norm sort of thing. So absolutely breathtakingly good movie. This is like a 9 out of 10 film. And I think Tyneside Cinema are doing Paul Thomas Anderson's season, and I've booked to see this in August as well. But just really good packaging to this one, Ollie. You know, like really good. Like I'll just remember there was also the days when we had the 2 for 25 deal for Criterions as well. So yeah, just really good packaging to this one. And obviously Adam Sandler would starring other really great dramatic roles as well as this. Well, obviously we had Reign Over Me, Uncut Gems, other movies like that as well. So yeah, very good stuff. And yeah, so this I've gotten a 2 for 25 deal at the time. So what would have that been? £12.50, which at the time, God, that was an absolute bargain. That was so yeah. Those are a couple of choices there, Ollie.
Nice, some nice choices. Not actually seen either of them yet, so.
Oh, you've not seen Punch Drunk?
No, not yet. It's one of the very few PTA films I've not seen. I think it's that, Hard Eight, and The Master are the ones that I've not seen yet. So
you would love Punch Drunk Love, Ollie. It's a fantastic film. Hard Eight is the only PTA film I've actually not seen, though, to be fair, and I've seen all of his others. But yeah, that's a great movie. And Stranger Than Fiction, so underrated, mate. I remember having the DVD for a number of years, and it was just great to revisit that one on Blu-ray because the Blu-ray is quite tricky to get hold of now, and I got a bit lucky with that one, just under £7 off eBay. So yeah, those are a couple of my picks there.
Nice. James, do you want to go next?
Sure. When Sam was talking about the movies there, I was thinking about Adam Sandler, and I'll be honest with you, I watched Punch Drunk Love, and I'm sorry, Sam, I didn't like it, but
that's fair, mate. I remember Roy saying it in the video a while back as well. To be fair,
but it reminded me. I don't know why it reminded me, but I watched another film I should have mentioned at the start, and I didn't. And it's one I don't have on physical media, and I would really I've got the DVD, but I would really like a UK Blu-ray of it, and it's Pay It Forward with Kevin Spacey.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see that film.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Kevin Spacey, Helen Hunt, and Haley Joel Osment. I just watched that again the other night there, and it's just such a good film.
So sad though, isn't it, James?
It is, but it's just such a good film, and I've watched that several times. It's really rewatchable for me. And I've only got it on DVD, which I've ripped to my hard drive, and sometimes I just go through my hard drive and I'm going to watch Pay It Forward tonight. But I was thinking, why on earth have I not got the Blu-ray? I do that every time I watch it. It's because there's no UK one. I don't even know if there's an American one of Pay It Forward. But the only one I can see on eBay is a Spanish version, and you know they're not always legit, are they? But I would like to get that one on Blu-ray. So that's my first recommendation.
Yeah,
the second one is when I was going through my shelf videos, you mentioned it, Ollie, as well, is Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I know this is a German version because there is no UK Blu-ray of The Ninth Gate.
Oh, I've heard about that one.
Polanski film.
Polanski.
Yeah, and it's just Johnny Depp, who's a book dealer. He's an unscrupulous book dealer, and he has to trace a copy of a book that is apparently made by the devil, and find out why some are fake and some are original. And I really like that. I really like that one. I've watched this several times as well. It's just really watchable for me. And the next one I've got is The Fly 2 with Eric Stoltz.
I've not actually seen that.
It's a. I'll watch the Jeff Goldblum fight. I didn't know there was an original until somebody mentioned it to me, and I like the Jeff Goldblum one really much, and I've watched the original Fly, but for me the second one is just so brutal. There's a bit in it where, let's just say, a pet goes through the teleporter and it turns out not so well for the pet, and that really always gets me in this film, and that is The Fly 2. Again, I don't think there's a UK Blu-ray of it. I've got the Australian one, and it's quite hard to get. I don't know if there's is there an American Blu-ray of The Fly too, Jim? I think he's frozen.
It's part of a box set from Scream Factory.
Oh, you can get The
It looks
Fly
like you guys
too
are frozen
in
again.
America.
Yeah, Scream Factory.
Yeah,
But it's part
yeah,
of a
you get that.
box set.
That's good. Yep. And a feel-good film that I took ages to buy on Blu-ray again because I think it's out of print is The Girl Next Door.
Oh, I love that film.
Yeah,
I do
that's
as well. I do
great.
as well with Elijah Cuthbert and the guy, and it's also the bad guy's the guy that plays the sheriff in Justified, isn't he? I don't know what
Timothy
his name
Olyphant.
is.
Yeah, Timothy
That's
Olyphant.
that's right, and that's the first thing I seen him in. That and Die Hard 4, and I just think this is again another feel-good movie, an easy watch. You can rewatch it over again. So I've got some dark, some sad, and some feel-good movies. And that's
Yeah.
my 4 recommendations.
Nice picks there. Jim, do you want to go next?
It's sure. I don't remember if I brought a couple of these up already last time I was on here. I know I didn't do this with the first one. Ali was just talking about Criterion. Criterion's coming out with a new version of this on 4K and Blu-ray. Sorcerer from William Friedkin with Roy Scheider and what the hell is the other guy's name? Bruno Kremer. This is a remake of The Wages of Fear from the 50s. Yep, there you go. This movie's terrific. This is my favorite William Friedkin movie. People always talk about The Exorcist or they talk about French Connection. This is mine. I love Sorcerer. And I think it would have been a much bigger hit than it was. Unfortunately, it had the bad misfortune of opening theatrically a week after a little tiny movie you guys might have heard called Star Wars. And it just buried it, But yeah, Sorcerer is a great movie. This one is from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. It's a steelbook of Slapshot, starring Paul Newman.
You did mention that one. I think
I couldn't remember if I did
yes,
or not.
we were because I remember we were discussing that the Hanson brothers, but it's an absolute great one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I brought this one up or not, but I'll always bring this movie up because it's one of my favorite comedies of all time. And same thing with this one. I might have brought this one up last time too, but it's worth mentioning that the 40th anniversary for this film was this week. And I'm talking about Tobe Hooper's immortal classic, Life Force, with Steve Railsback and Matilda
I like that film.
Patrick Stewart.
I didn't realize it was 40 years. Jesus.
40 years this week.
Wow.
June 21st.
My copy right here.
Yep. I was working.
It's one of the others I kept.
I saw this movie at the drive-in, opening night.
Wow.
Okay? Let's just say the first 45 minutes of that movie was extremely popular with the drive-in crowd because all you could hear was car horns and lights and woo! And I mean, every time that woman walked on screen, man, that place went nuts. It was like a rock concert without a band. Okay, I mean, it's just insane. But again, that's my favorite Tobe Hooper movie. People talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre or even Poltergeist. That one to me is my favorite. There's something about Life Force that just makes me happy, and it's not her. It's just a great movie, So that's what
it's Stuart's favorite Tobe Hooper film as well, Jim.
Me and Stuart take the piss out of each other all the time about Life Force because he always goes on about the wonderful visual effects, and I'm like, yeah, she is a wonderful visual effect in that movie. But yeah, Life Force is great. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, I watched it for the first time last year, Jim. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's just batshit crazy.
Yeah, I liked it.
Stuart very kindly gave me his Scream Factory 4K because he upgraded to the Arrow. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely going to be watching that in 4K at some point soon because, that'll be good.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it looks good in Blu-ray. I can imagine 4K.
Yeah.
Such a fun movie, though.
Yeah. Was that all of your picks, Jim?
Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, and then, of course, The Monkey, which comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. Nice. Aidan, what have you got?
So I've got I'm not going to take too long to go through the films because I've got to go after this segment.
no worries.
But yeah, thank you for having me on. I've enjoyed it and meeting you all. Thank you.
Nice
So
meeting you, Aiden.
I had 2 on the shelf next to my phone camera here. New arrivals, new pickups. So I thought I'd just grab 2 off the shelf as well. Just ones to show you guys. So the first one I'm going to show is just because we don't have it in the UK on 4K, so this is an import for us. But this is immaculate. This is the 4K from Neon. I just love that.
Nice.
I like that cover. So yeah, I got that on Amazon US, I think it was, on like a 3 for 2 deal. I've had that a couple of months. And then the other thing that I grabbed off the shelf is Sleepers.
Great film.
Good movie.
Yeah.
I like that film.
This is £4 apparently in CX. So yeah, I just thought
Dark.
that was one that I turned around and seen it and thought, yeah, not a lot of people talk about that. So yeah, Sleepers.
That movie is so dark.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not good if that makes
Not
sense.
easy.
It's
Good
not a
movie,
good
but-
time.
Yeah. So yeah, those were the 2 that I just pulled off the shelf, and then I have got 2 like new pickups. One I have seen many times because I just think it's a fantastic film. So I'm going to show that one first. This is the new edition from Second Sight. This is The Nice Guys.
I
Yes.
like that film.
Yes.
It's just
Love
brilliant film, and they've done it justice with a really nice 4K set. So yeah, that's one that I picked up. It arrived this week on pre-order, which was good. And then the second thing that I had just next to me here was something that I've got off Amazon. I've not seen this one, so it's not really a recommendation, but I've read, before making the purchase, I've read a lot about this, and it seemed really interesting for me. It's a coming-of-age French film, so it's French language, called Cold Water.
Yeah.
This is from Criterion as well, so this was like £9 on Amazon, brand new, and it is a Blu-ray as well. So it's not got the sticker on it, but it is a Blu-ray copy. Region B for the UK, but yeah, it's a French language coming of age film about 2 people leaving their families, and yeah, there's a bit of love interest thing going on apparently, but yeah, this seems a bit of me, so I just thought I'd show you guys that one.
Nice.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Nice stuff.
those are the 2 off the shelf, and then 2 pretty new pickups. So yeah.
Nice stuff.
You're
Thank you.
absolutely right about The Nice Guys, though, Aiden. That movie is
Oh, yeah.
friggin' awesome. That's like
Yeah.
one of my favorite comedies from the last 20 years, without a doubt.
No, yeah, it's just brilliant, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
one that as soon as
Yeah.
I've seen that, because I think the US got a 4K release, but then like pretty much the same day as they announced that,
Yeah.
the Second Sight were like, we're doing our own 4K, and it was like, oh, 2 4Ks for one film, but I was always going to go Second Sight because,
Right.
yeah, they release some really good sets over here in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to what is it, Aiden? They've just announced it on Friday. They're doing the Pusher trilogy on 4K, and
Yeah.
that's getting its first time, I believe, even Blu-ray release alone, and I can't wait for that because I love that trilogy. Only seen each of the movies the once, but yeah, I'll definitely be picking that one up. But yeah, Second Sight, man, they're off to a great year as well as Arrow as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So got Talk to Me came out, I think, today as well.
Oh yes,
yeah.
I've seen that came out as well today.
I might get that one. I might. I'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just want to say just before I go again, thank you for having me on. Sorry I couldn't stay a bit longer, but I've had like no food all day. I've had a busy day today, but I wanted to come on anyway because I told Sam that I'd come on, obviously, for all these channels. So yeah, great meeting you all as well.
Lovely to meet you, Aiden.
Thanks for joining.
Hopefully have you back on again. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for joining.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Aidan.
Take care, buddy. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
See ya.
Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye, Aiden.
Right,
There were 4.
There were 4. Let's see how long we can go. Me and Sam and John have gone. Was it 5.5 hours before?
Yeah. By the way, Ollie, I bumped into John yesterday, and we had a nice catch up yesterday. Yeah, it was lovely to have a catch up with John yesterday. Yeah, I think it was about 5-6 hours, and I remember
Wow.
John said that he could have stayed on the stream for like a couple of hours or something, and then it turned out to be like
Yeah.
5-6 hours.
He said, "Don't worry, but I'll have to go at 10." It gets to 1 o'clock and he's still chatting. We were talking about Doctor Who for about an hour and a half.
Oh, I remember that, mate. I think we were on from about 7:30 or something till 1:30 in the morning. I remember that.
It's crazy that was.
Yeah, fantastic stream that, wasn't it, Ollie?
I did actually think of a novice idea for this year. I'm gonna do a New Year's Eve live stream. So I'm gonna start it at like probably the same time we normally do our streams, and just open it up so different people can drop it, because I know probably people have lots of plans on New Year's Eve. So just leave it open so people can drop in and out when they want to, and just have something going for the night, because I know I will not be doing anything.
I've got huge plans for New Year, like I do every year.
Yeah.
I go to sleep.
I'll be away at my parents, Solly, but yeah, I hope that goes well. It sounds like a really cool idea, though, to be fair.
Yeah, just thought it'd be nice to just get people on to celebrate the end of the year and the new year.
I think the last time I went out for New Year, Ollie, it was the year 2000.
25 years ago. Seems like
wow.
yesterday.
It was, and there was a big celebration party, and it was always in Edinburgh's Hogmanay. And I seen a guy fall through a bus stop and bang his head, and he was like sparked out.
Oh.
And I was like, that's enough of that, thanks. That's me.
There's a song in that, isn't there, Sam? The year 2000.
And it's the year and it's the year 3000, and it's the disco 2000.
They're underwater. Remember
you're
that?
all over the place, Sam. If you sang that to someone that didn't know that song, they'd be like,
"That's where I'm at." Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but the thing is, he didn't even start at the start. He's gone halfway through the song to one line.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, I know. And do you know what? I only just saw Pulp a couple of weeks ago as well. But yeah, do you know what, Ollie? It's like, do you know what? Because I don't want to butcher the lyrics as well. I'll leave that to Jarvis.
Oh,
there's that one. But there's
I just figured it was because I'm old.
No, Sam, I'm gonna ask you a question. What was her name?
Because it's Deborah, do you recall?
The right way.
Wait, what's it? Wait, I'm lost now, Ollie. What was this?
Deb. When I say what was her name, you're supposed to say her name is Deborah.
Deborah. All right, her name is Deborah. Deborah. Yeah. And
Harry Potter, weren't they?
And it's
I'm
like
old and American, so I'm lost.
Have you heard of the band Pulp, Jim?
No, not familiar with them.
Have you seen Harry Potter, Jim?
I'm aware that they exist, but no, I have not watched.
Right,
I saw the first one.
They started when they're having a ball with Harry Potter. They're the band, didn't they, Pulp? In one of the films.
Again, I was in my 30s when those movies came out. So
you'll remember. You'll probably remember them when the lead singer interrupted Michael Jackson's performance because he was miming.
I've heard about that.
You don't remember that?
Not ringing any bells.
Fair enough. He started because Michael Jackson was miming, and he went up on stage and he started like making fart noises and that, didn't he?
No, I would have remembered.
Then if you want to start shaking his butt and stuff like that in front of Michael Jackson, and he's just like, okay.
Nice.
Sam, that was your opportunity to like get your single out there, but I don't know, Sam.
But Ollie, the thing is as well, you know what? When I sung it, you like this one. You know when I was singing "Do You Remember the First Time"? See now, Ollie. Do you know, there we go. Do you get
those?
I thought you were going to finish the lyrics. You just froze.
Do you know that song, Ollie?
I was waiting for you to finish
Do
the
you
lyric.
remember the first time? I remember the first time.
Actually, no, I don't know that one.
I remember
Do you
the
not
first
know that
time right
song?
now.
No.
That's from Pulp.
What kind of people were they, Sam?
What? Do you wanna live like common
There you go.
people?
That took a
I
while.
wanna do what common people do. Wanna talk like common people. I
It
love
took a minute for you, Sam. It took a
Sam's
minute.
doing it justice. Sam's doing it justice, Jim. That is what they
Yeah.
sound like.
I'm sure he is. I'm still lost.
Oh well, there's Ollie. Do you know Oh, Ollie, you like this one as well? And you know, earlier today it was Monday morning,
It was, yes.
but do you know that's Pulp's
No,
song as well? Monday
I
morning.
only know the two songs that I've got you to sing. I don't know any others.
And there's the song Babies as well. That's another single on the His and Hers album. That's
I
a
need
really
to
good
listen. I
album.
need to listen to more because I've just been listening to the same songs on repeat.
Ollie, you need to get onto what is it though? The album Different Class. That's an
Yeah.
amazing album. That, yeah. I was a bit disappointed they didn't play Monday Morning Live, but they did play Sorted for Ease and Wiz. That's probably my favourite track off that album. That's really good.
Yes. Yeah.
Jim's going to leave if you keep talking about music.
Yeah. Sure, Sam.
I was going to say Ollie brought it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Get Roy
The
on the
next,
panel quick.
yeah.
Need somebody to talk to the Beatles with, you know?
Well,
The next topic is our movie news roundup of the week. To start the week off, we found out that actor Tom Reese has been cast as Clayface in the new DC film Clayface, being directed by James Watkins, who directed Speak No Evil last year. This means absolutely nothing to me because I don't know who Tom Reese is. I don't think
Nope.
I've seen the film by James Watkins, so
nah, not too familiar with that one,
it
Ollie.
means nothing
I've seen
to me.
that. I've seen Speak.
And I don't know what Clayface is.
It's a Batman villain, I think. Or a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batman villain or
All right,
something.
okay.
Yeah, Speak to Me was a remake with James McAvoy. Is the one that they're
Yeah,
talking
that's it.
about.
That's the one. Yeah.
And it's good, but the ending was different than the original, and they kind of wussied out on the ending. So,
Right.
you know, if
Yeah.
you never saw the original, you might like it, but I would recommend the original. To be
Yeah.
honest. So, but
I think this. Yeah, I think this is about a B-movies actor in the 20s or 30s that falls into some sort of clay and becomes Clayface. I don't know.
as one
It
does.
sounds stupid. I don't know. It could be okay. Who knows? Mike Flanagan wrote it, so could be good. I mean, he was supposed to direct it, but I think he's just written it now, so it could be good. Yeah.
But maybe not Ollie. Who knows?
Or maybe not, Sam. Maybe not. Next up, Harold and Kumar 4 is officially in the works.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been in the works for ages, and they've just, like, every 5 years you hear something, and like it's in the works again now. Do you think it's actually going to happen, or do you think it's just one of those films that's going to forever be in the works?
It'll happen.
Absolute shock and absolute shameful to say, Ollie, I have never seen any of those films.
The original one is hilarious. I
Yeah.
only watched.
I've heard it's great. Yeah.
White Castle is.
Oh,
is
it's hilarious.
Guantanamo Bay has its moments.
Yeah.
I've not seen that
And
one.
the Christmas movie, same thing. It has. Whenever Neil Patrick Harris is on screen, it's gold. Whenever
Oh, it's
he's not,
hilarious.
it's
Yeah.
not, you know,
When he steals their car in the first one.
Well, yeah, but the first one, like I said, that whole movie's funny. I mean,
Oh,
just,
it is. It's
the Neil
hilarious.
Patrick Harris stuff just takes it to a different level. But in the other two sequels, the only good parts are when Neil Patrick Harris is on screen. Everything else is just filler.
It's just so dumb though. The whole plot that all they're trying to do in the whole film is get to White Castle.
Yep. To get
It's
a
so
burger
dumb.
because they're stoned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so dumb, but it's so funny.
You want to hear some irony? I was managing a movie theater when that movie came out. So this was like 2004, I believe. 2003, 2004. Okay. And this was in the middle of the week. Okay. So it wasn't like a weekend packed theater. This was like, a Wednesday night showing. Okay. So maybe there's 20, 25 people in the auditorium watching this movie. All at once, I just hear this ruckus starting in the auditorium, and some kid comes running out, and he's like, call the police, they're going to kill each other, they're going to kill each other. And I'm like, what the hell? So I tell my guy to turn the house lights on. I go in there with my big mag light, and two guys are literally fighting, okay? And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? And get it broken up. What's going on? What's going on? He took my motherfucking cheeseburger. The guy smuggled White Castles into the theater, and they were eating them, and one of them ate the last burger. And they started fighting over White Castle hamburger.
Oh, wow.
And Harold and Kumar go to White Castle and went to jail that night because of that burger.
That's a wild story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tales from the movie theater. That was like a week after I busted two people having sex to Troy.
Oh
Troy.
God.
Tales from the movie theater, boys. I could do a whole podcast.
Wow. What? How far away is it where they filmed Harold and Kumar from you? 'Cause are you up that way?
Well, no. White Castle is a nationwide chain. It's just
I know, but where they filmed the film?
Oh, from where the theater? Oh, well, they filmed that on the East Coast, and I'm in the Midwest.
Oh, right. So, other side.
So like a couple of minutes.
Like a couple of minutes. I think he's frozen again.
Americans drive quite a lot, don't they? And they think a short journey is like 5 or 6 hours. He's gone. We've lost him.
You guys there?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Jim.
Yeah.
We're just saying that you drive a lot, and Americans seem to drive a lot, and they think that a 2 or 3 or 4 hour drive is not a long distance for you guys, is it?
Well, it is to me.
Fair enough. I just mean that if we drive 5 or 6 hours, we've covered the entire country.
Right. Yeah. From that perspective, I mean, you guys.
Yeah.
You go to different countries.
8 hours you can go.
States.
That's what I mean. It's 8 hours is coast to coast. Yeah. I've seen. What's the film I've seen about that? Is it Interstate 66 or Interstate 60?
Well, no. There's a Highway 66 which goes halfway across the country.
Yeah, but there's a film with Gary Oldman in it.
Yeah,
I always see the shorts for it. Interstate 60 or something like that.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Early noughties film, I think it's called Interstate 66. I think you're right.
Yeah, where the guy grants wishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to the White Castle thing. White Castle hamburgers are horrible. So if they ever put a White Castle in the UK, don't go there.
I've always looked at them like when people are eating them, and they've just never appealed to me.
They call them sliders for a reason.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we don't have them over here, thankfully. We have proper burgers if you go to get a burger.
Horse meat, man. I'm telling you, horse meat. It's just nasty.
Here's a question for you, Ollie. Mackie D's or Burger King?
Burger King.
Oh, Sam. Yes, Burger King.
Their burgers are insane. Yeah.
Yep. McDonald's
fresher.
McDonald's fries are better than Burger King fries, at least here in the States.
Yeah, no, they are here as well. Yeah.
I love the bacon double cheese burger. That's awesome.
The Bacon King.
I've got the app for Burger King. You get two Whopper meals for $10.99 during the week. So you sometimes think
nice.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get 2 Whopper meals for $10.99.
Only thing with Burger King though is it is quite expensive. It's a lot.
I actually made a mistake in going on the Saturday the other day, and see with the app that offer disappears on the app. You don't get them for 2 for $10.99 on a Saturday. It's only during the week. So I ended up spending £20.
Yeah.
All fast food is ridiculously expensive here now in the States. I don't know about over there in Europe, but
it's getting there.
It's gone mad, Jim. It's gone mad.
Historically, you could go to Taco Bell, okay, with like a $10 bill and get as much food as you could possibly eat and walk out of there with change, okay? Nowadays, you walk into a Taco Bell with $10, you get enough for maybe a regular meal. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like Demolition Man.
Yeah,
You're better off with a rat burger.
yeah. But you guys got Pizza Hut. We got Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's quite a relatively new thing over here, though. Same as
Yeah.
Popeyes. We've just had a Popeyes open by us.
Yeah,
It's
Taco
fairly
Bell.
new.
Taco Bell isn't. I mean, it's okay, but it's not. It's fast food. Popeyes.
I've seen
Popeyes. I prefer KFC. But
Yeah, I
know
do
a lot
quite
of
like
people.
KFC.
But I know a lot of people
KFC.
really enjoy Popeyes. So
Yeah.
I seen a clip of Obama on YouTube going into Five Guys. That was his favorite one, wasn't it?
no idea. No
He was
idea.
going in. He was going around the White House going to his staff. What do you want from Five Guys? And they went in and bought it, and then came back.
Yeah, see, I've never had Five Guys. I've heard nothing but good things, but they're also very expensive. So I've never.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best burger in the States is supposed to be in and out, isn't it?
They're not anywhere near me. That's a West Coast thing.
Yeah.
So
I've heard really good things about them, though. And what's the other one? Shake Shack?
Shake Shack's
That's
good, but
good.
again, very expensive.
Yeah.
That's more like upper end fast food.
Yeah.
You got the way I always distinguish fast food places are places with drive-throughs and without. I mean,
Yeah.
McDonald's is a drive-through fast food place, whereas Five Guys is not.
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
elevated. So
Yeah. Right, we'll move on to the next news topic. Catherine Bigelow's next film, A House of Dynamite, has set an October release theatrically and then go into Netflix. It's quite scary because it's very real to life for you in the States at the moment. It's set in the White House over a certain span of time, and it's literally them basically figuring out whether there's a threat and whether or not to basically use their nuclear weapons, which very, very, very close to you at the moment.
So they dropped the camera in the White House last week, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be making light of things,
Yeah,
but,
but,
it's like,
yeah. But Idris Elba's leading it. And Rebecca Ferguson's in it as well. One of my favourite character actors, Tracy Letts, he's in it as well. I think he's always great. Obviously, he's more known for being a playwright, but yeah, any Catherine Bigelow film, I'm there for. I hope I get to see it in the cinema because it's one of those that I think it should be seen in the cinema by the sounds of it. But yeah, thumbs up from everyone on that one.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah,
she's got a solid track record with me.
She has. Yeah, definitely. It's just very scary how the time that it's coming out, and
I generally don't talk politics on
no,
YouTube,
but yeah,
but I will say this, okay? Not all of us over here are crazy, and not all of us want what our government is doing, and
I feel bad for you.
That's as far as I'll go.
Yeah, I feel really bad for you, Jim. Like, yeah. That's all I'll say. I feel bad.
Like I said, I'll go one step further. I didn't vote for the asshole, so, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we got one of them over here at the moment as well.
Yeah,
so,
there seems to be a lot of it going around worldwide.
Yeah,
it also seems to, and again, I've never been a conspiracy theorist type person or anything, but the internet's got a lot to do with it. There's so much misinformation on the internet, and unfortunately, the human brain is wired that if you see something enough times or hear something enough times, even though you know to your gut that it's not true, you'll still start to believe it.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And the internet is designed with that in mind.
Yeah,
they got algorithms to keep you, tuning in. So
yeah. Next up, bit of a lighter change. Well, I don't know because it could go dark. Could go dark. Pirate 6 is officially moving forward. Jerry. I thought, Jim, you wish I didn't say that, didn't you?
Go ahead. I'll mute.
Jerry Bruckheimer's come out and he's basically said that some of the original cast are going to come back, including Johnny Depp. I think it's ridiculous, personally. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think Johnny Depp's ever going to go back to Pirates of the Caribbean. I think it's just stuff that they're just saying to try and excite
Of
people.
course, of course they will, Ollie, because they'll pay him 50 million.
Yeah, but he won't though. That's the thing, because he said he will not work for Disney again. He showed no interest in going back, even though they
Even in that trial, he said, "What if they offered you 50 million?" And he sort of hesitated. I think if they paid him that kind of money, who could turn that down?
It's been done and done again. I mean, we'll talk about one of the films in our topic later on, but it's been done so many times. The first three were great films. It didn't need to go beyond the first three. I don't mind the other two, but they're just not very good films. They're just compared to the
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't remember any but the first.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at.
But you got.
I have got them because I've got some really nice Disney slips.
You got to remember, he was nominated for an Oscar for the first one.
Yeah,
first one was decent though. It was really good.
Movie kicks ass.
It is. It's great. A swashbuckling adventure film, as it should be.
It's fun.
Yeah,
and he's right on point. He's right on point with his character as well. He plays it excellently.
Well, he's Keith Richards. He's doing a Keith Richards impression in that first movie. He's the first one to admit it, and that's why they got Keith Richards to play his dad in one of the sequels, because it was like an inside joke. But no, Ali, I love that first movie. Okay, I agree. I could care less than a rat's ass for anything that came out afterwards. To be honest, I mean, even the second two movies, like James said, to me, I could barely remember them because they were like one big movie, I guess. Okay, those two movies. I remember one set piece where they're running in a circle of wood down a hill or whatever. It was really cool.
Oh, that was an awful one.
Whatever.
That was an awful one as well.
That's the only set piece I can remember for either of those two movies, and it's like the first movie is great. They could have ended it right then and there, and it would have been just fine in my opinion. You know, I've never seen the last two, so I couldn't tell you anything about those.
Yeah.
Rant over. Sorry, boys.
Yeah. I was just looking at Catherine Bigelow's filmography, shall we say, and I must have a terrible memory because I watched this last week as well. I watched Zero Dark 30 again, and that's a great film.
Great film, yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. No,
I didn't know she directed it.
Yeah. The next one.
Strange Days.
Oh, I love Strange Days.
That is like
Strange Days.
One of her.
I watched it
on
New Year's Eve last year. Yeah, I watched it on New Year's Eve last year. It's so good.
Yep.
Yeah, love that film. Sam's eyes are going to perk up with this next topic. Just when I say the guy's name. So the next topic, David Lynch's producer says that Unrecorded Night would have been the best thing he ever did. It's supposed to be his last project. It was supposed to be a TV series for Netflix. Con McLaughlin, Laura Dern, Naomi Watts was supposed to be in it. And his producer said that it was supposed to be the best thing he ever did. Someone he worked very close with said it was going to kick ass. But I think I read that they are trying to sell the script. Whether or not they're just going to sell it to release it online or to actually try and produce it, I don't know. I mean, I can't see it getting produced just because if it is a David Lynch project, really David Lynch is the only one that probably should do it because of his style and because of it's his thing. But I just can't help but think what that thing would have been like. I don't even know what it was going to be about, but I remember when they announced it and I thought this is going to be awesome. And then COVID happened and then it didn't happen. And then it just went dead. And then I think it resurfaced towards the end of last year and they were starting to do it again. And then obviously he passed away at the start of the year. So that kind of killed it. So, but I can't help but wonder what it would have been. I don't know if any of you guys have got thoughts on that one.
Would have been interesting, Ollie. I would have liked to seen much more from, obviously, it would have been good to see much more from David Lynch as well, because Inland Empire, his last film, was probably my least favourite David Lynch film. I don't think it is a goddamn awful movie. I think it's just all right. I found it very boring, but I wouldn't mind giving it at least one more go. But to be honest, that is the only David Lynch film I don't particularly enjoy. Everything else from David Lynch, I really, really do like. I mean, Blue Velvet's one of my favourite films of all time. And I love the first season of Twin Peaks. Love that
Oh,
first
yeah.
season. The second season's a little bit hit and missy, but still some really good stuff. And I would say the limited event series, which is hence the third season of Twin Peaks, I would say I'd much rather go back to that than Inland Empire. But yeah, that other project would have been interesting. I believe he had a music career as well. He did like his own like music. Did David Lynch? I've heard as well. I think I owned one of his EPs like years ago, but I think I ended up selling it because I didn't hardly play it.
He released a new single or album last year, because I remember when just before it was announced, everyone thought that he was going to be announcing like a new film project, and then obviously didn't. He announced whatever music thing it was, and it disappointed obviously all the film fans. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just can't help but imagine what it would have been if it had happened.
Yeah, definitely. It's really sad, wasn't it? Only because who was it? The composer, Angelo Badalamenti. I think he passed away. Like I think it was last year, which is really sad. And then Julie Cruz as well. So they all passed away sadly at similar times as well. I mean, Julie Cruz, her first album is amazing. Floating into the Night. That's a beautiful album, and obviously a couple of her songs featured in Blue Velvet as well. So yeah, you know, really good singer, composer, and a director. It's it's really great. I'll always will miss David Lynch, and yeah, one of my favorite directors as well. Really good to go back and revisit his filmography as well. Ollie earlier in the year as well.
Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
I have never seen a thing he's done. Not one.
not even The Elephant Man. Wow.
Oh,
I just went and looked him up just while you were speaking, and I was like, I've got Mulholland Drive, but I've not watched it yet.
Don't start with that one. Don't start with that. That will put you off, because that is a weird film. I don't even understand. I don't understand that film. I watched it the day he died. I thought I need to watch something in honor of him, and I put it on with my mum. My mum lost interest half an hour in, but I was like, I got to watch the rest of this film. I couldn't. If you told me to tell you the plot of that film now, I couldn't put a plot together.
That one for me is what you're saying.
It's just, it's a David Lynch film. It's got David Lynch written all over it, but it's one of his least accessible films, I would say. Yeah.
Is June one of his?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original.
So I have seen that. I have seen that.
There you go.
Yeah, but I was looking at his filmography. It doesn't even come up June on that. I'm looking on IMDb, so maybe it's too far back or something like that.
The Elephant Man is definitely one to check out, James. The Elephant Man is a masterpiece.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, I've got it. I just, there's so many movies you can watch. And during the week when I'm at work, to be honest, at night time I usually watch more at the weekend than I do at night time. I like to put on something that's familiar. I'm a disaster movie fan, Jim, and I end up putting on movies that are like familiar, like Independence Day. Or I just went and bought Moonfall on 4K. I know that's not a great. Well, people don't think it's a great movie, but I just find it funny and rewatchable. So I thought if I'm gonna have that, I may as well I'm gonna rewatch it over and over. I may as well have it on 4K. So that's the thing. I just watch these things at night time when I'm tired. So I really only watch new ones at the weekend, to be honest with you.
The last movie news topic. Has anyone seen the Roadhouse remake? I will start off with.
I've not seen the
turned it
remake.
off 10 minutes into it.
Oh dear. This week's not going good with the new stuff then, is it, Jim?
Oh, I know. There's a sequel coming out.
Yeah, and Dave Bautista's just joined the sequel. It's going to be directed by Guy Ritchie this time. So that could mean more quality. I mean, I don't know.
I just felt the remake.
Original. I don't.
Ollie,
I like the remake.
I'm saying, Ollie, for the remake, I just don't think it had the heart of the original.
I haven't seen the original, so I couldn't comment. But I did enjoy. I thought the remake was a lot of fun.
I'm not saying it just didn't seem to have.
The
it just didn't
original
have the
is
heart.
the perfect time capsule of late '80s cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. Roadhouse, the original, is not a good movie. It's a fucking great movie. Okay, because it is. It's one of those. Like I said, it's a perfect time capsule. And
Yeah.
it is just, if you check your brain at the door and just go in that movie expecting just to have a good time, it delivers. If you sit there and think about the plot for more than a nanosecond, it falls apart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's so much fun.
Ollie.
It's because of Swayze and Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Jim.
Sorry, I thought we were losing Jim for a second there, but yeah, I liked it that much even before the Blu-ray was out over here. I've got the Spanish release off there, but Larry took care of me again, and I've got the 4K sitting here ready to watch the original. I just think I'm a Patrick. I told you I am a Patrick Swayze fan. Maybe it's because my auntie had liked him, and I always used to go to her. She used to stay with my gran. I used to go to her house after school all the time because one thing, she had a massive VHS collection, so I could put on what I wanted. Also, they were the first people that we knew to get cable, and I like Star Trek: The Next Generation, and it was only on once a week on BBC. But one day I was there after school, and it was on Sky every day at 5 o'clock. So instead of going home, I got the bus to my grands and my aunties and watched Star Trek and watched the movie. Then I went home.
No, my ex-wife was so obsessed with Patrick Swayze, we went and saw Roadhouse on our honeymoon. That was part of our honeymoon, was going to see Roadhouse. But I'm telling you, Ollie, again, you've never seen the original, so maybe that's why you enjoyed that remake so much. But everybody I know that saw that remake, they maybe it's not fair, okay, but just about everybody said, that it's just paled in comparison to that original.
Jim, you know what bugged me about the Ollie? I don't know what bugged you. You know what bugged me about the remake is the engineer love story doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, again, I turned it off 20 minutes into it. I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, there's a reason for the love story in the original.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a point to the love story in the original. I just didn't see the point of it in the remake.
Right.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But that was I didn't. I watched it. I watched it all the way through. I didn't think it was a terrible film. I didn't think it was terrible, the remake. But again, maybe it's our generation, Jim.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We'll move on to our last topic now because it's going to be a long topic, and I don't know if we'll get through all of it. As we have been doing every week for the last few weeks, we are looking at a specific year in film, talking about some of the films or a lot of the films that came out during that year. If any of us have seen them, given our thoughts, and then at the end we kind of do an overview of if we thought it was a great year, just an average good year, or a bad year. So we're going to start with a film I've not seen. It's the last in a franchise that I don't care about, and it's I should probably say the year is 2017, the year we're looking at this week. The film in question Yeah. The film in question is Underworld Blood Wars. Has anyone seen this or any of the other Underworld films for that matter?
Nah, I've not seen any of them, Ollie.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I
I've
saw
seen
the
the
first
first
couple
one.
of them, but
First couple, but
Yeah.
then they deteriorate down. And the first one wasn't bad from Kate Beckinsale. That wasn't bad. It was a good concept.
Yeah.
Werewolves versus vampires. It was
Yeah.
all right. It wasn't anything to, you know. But that, and then I think that it's like, I don't know if it's sort of like the Resident Evils. They sort of go downhill as they further go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I've seen the first one, but I've never seen Blood Wars. No.
Fair enough. Next up's one that I've seen. I looked on Wikipedia. This is where I've got this information from. I'm sure I saw this at the end of 2016, but it said it came out in January 2017, so I've included it in the list. And it's Monster Trucks. It's probably not for everyone.
I'm not leaving.
We're starting off well this year, aren't we?
I'm not leaving. I swear to God, I was just grabbing something. to drink.
I'm just saying it's not starting off well this year, Ollie, is it?
Yeah,
It's January. January's typically a dumping ground for films.
That's
But
true.
me personally, I went to the cinema to see Monster Trucks, and I was the right age when it came out, so I really enjoyed it. I've seen it a few times. I've not seen it for years, which is why I picked up the
Never
Blu-ray.
seen that.
I've not gone back to it yet. It's probably not going to be for. It's a family film, isn't it? At the end, it's aimed for families. I don't think it's going to be for everyone, but I thought it was all right. I guess Sam, you've not seen that one.
I don't think I've heard of it, mate, to be honest. I didn't
It's got
remember
Rick Harris.
that one coming out, to be
It's
honest.
got Danny Glover's in it.
Okay.
Rob Lowe plays the villain in it. Yeah, it's from the director of Ice Age, if that tells you anything.
I've seen Ice Age, but I've not seen Monster Trucks.
I mean, it's a Nickelodeon film, so you kind of know what you're gonna get.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love
But yeah,
the SpongeBob movie, Ollie. I'll say that.
yeah.
I do love the SpongeBob
You
movie.
might like it, Sam. It's an easy watch, but it's not
Yeah.
going to be. It's more aimed for kids, I would say.
I've probably not got much interest in that one, mate, to be
Yeah,
honest.
fair enough.
But I'm glad you enjoy that one, though, Ollie.
Yeah. Next up's one that I saw when it came out, but I need to rewatch it because I haven't seen it for a long time. It's a little film called Sleepless with Jamie Foxx and Michelle Monaghan. Again, it was one that kind of came and went when it came out. Very low budget, not particularly great storytelling from what I remember. Jamie Foxx just being shoved into a film, I think. But I think you got David Harbour in there as well, Dermot Mulroney, Scoot McNairy. I mean, yeah, it's one that I need to rewatch because I'll be honest, it was in my pile to get rid of because I just thought I'm never going to rewatch that again. But I might enjoy it more. I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys
Never
have seen
heard it.
I've not heard of that one, Ollie, to be honest.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it was okay from memory, but your typical January sort of not great action film. Next up, anomaly. Get my words out for January. Split, which was a good film. Yeah, good film. Some would say probably M. Night's return to form. I mean, there's a lot of people that did really like The Visit. I've not seen The Visit. But a lot of people will say that this was like the film that brought him back. Although I think that the twist, again, there's sort of a twist in this at the end, kind of ruined it a bit because it didn't need to be linked to Unbreakable, I don't think. Don't think that was necessary. It stands as a film on its own. It's really effective as a horror film on its own. And I think James McAvoy's incredible in it. What do you guys think?
I've not seen any of that trilogy, Ollie, to be honest.
Wow. You've not seen Unbreakable?
No.
Oh, that's a big miss.
Yeah,
That's a big
Unbreakable.
Yeah,
you need to get on
Best
that.
movie, in my
I've heard
opinion.
great things about it. Yeah, I do need to check it out.
That's almost on the level of Aliens, Sam, of not watching.
No.
Oh no, I wouldn't
No, it's
say
not.
that, Ollie. Would you?
No, it's
Has he
not.
watched Alien? Have you watched Aliens yet, Sam?
Still haven't, mate. No.
He's never
No.
going to watch
He's
it,
still not
James.
watching. He's never going to watch it. No.
He doesn't want to watch
Do you know
it.
what it is, James? As I was saying to Ollie, this on. I think you might have been on the same stream. I'm kind of holding out on that one till next year because it might get a 40th anniversary.
Oh, no,
cinema
you did
re-release.
say that. To be
I
fair.
think you
You
might have
did.
been on the
said that.
same stream, mate. And
We were. You did say
I
that.
feel like, yeah, and I think I said something along the lines is because I haven't seen it, you know, through the entirety of my life. I haven't seen that film, and I just think
So you can
it's
wait.
kind of, yeah, exactly, mate. Like, just wait one more year because I feel my first time viewing of that movie needs to be seen to be believed and on the big screen as well. So I think it's
Fair
kind
enough.
of. Would you agree, though, Ollie? It's probably worth preserving and watching that for the first time next year, just in case.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
He doesn't buy it. He doesn't buy it, Sam.
I think if you asked anyone in the group, they would also say you're a madman. Just watch it and watch it again at the cinema next year.
Exactly. You watch it,
Jordan
you
would
love it,
think
then you
so
see
as
it
well,
on the
mate.
big screen and you really love
It's
it.
nuts to wait a whole year to watch one of the best sci-fi films ever made. It is nuts, Sam.
Ollie,
Have you seen?
I've gone through my entire life not seen that movie. I can wait one more year just in case, and then
Why wait when you can watch it right now? You've got the option.
because I love this. I love this. By the way, Ollie, this banter, it's awesome. Because I just think, Ollie, I've had some great first time watches with movies at the cinema, especially to give you an idea, mate. Hellraiser, never seen the movie, and I watched it at the Star and Shadow Cinema last year, and I had a great time. Same can be said with Starship Troopers. Oh wait,
He's going to put aliens on for you.
oh,
That's
we want
exactly what I'm going to
James,
do. I
okay,
put the
then.
aliens on.
Got no
But
choice.
you know what? I was gonna say that, but I don't know if you've seen my Disney Plus video, right? But
Oh, yeah.
Aliens on Disney Plus doesn't have the special edition, so
There is that as
Yeah.
well. There is that
yeah,
as well,
like
James.
we'll put it on right now for you. Look,
There you go, Sam. You can watch it now.
no, we better not do that. You'll get copyrighted.
On a screen through a screen. On a screen through a screen.
Through a screen. We'll put it on right now. We'll put the sound system on and watch it there. We'll let you do it without being forced, Sam. Without being forced.
I don't think I've got any other choice, haven't I, lol?
Go on, watch it. It's
I
like-
am really looking forward to getting to that
It's-
movie, though. Eventually, though, Ollie, James, Jim, yeah.
Between Sammy never seeing Aliens, okay, and Jody and Ollie never seeing RoboCop.
That's what I was going to say.
I damn near-
come
no!
on.
I damn
You've
near
never
had a
seen
stroke
RoboCop?
last time I was
I forgot,
with you
yeah.
guys.
I remember
So-
that, yeah.
So the way I
Ollie,
look
we're
at it,
gonna.
so the way I
Sorry,
look
Jim.
at it,
Sorry to interrupt you.
Ollie has no quarter whatsoever to give you shit about seeing Aliens until he sees RoboCop, because to
RoboCop,
me,
yeah.
they are equally bad. Okay, I mean, you two are cinephiles. I know you are both cinephiles. There is
Oh,
no
I need-
reason
I
under
need to see
God's
it.
green earth that you guys have not seen two of the greatest films, not only of the 80s, but two of the greatest films ever. Period. So
Sammy, have you seen RoboCop?
Oh God, yeah, I love RoboCop.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. Yeah, it's
Oh, it's
like I
great.
said,
that man
he's
a
seen
hand.
RoboCop. He's seen Aliens, but they haven't seen. And it's like,
Haven't
are you
seen
kidding me?
Ollie, by the
Anyway,
way, at some point
yeah.
we need to do a watch along of RoboCop. I'd be well up for that.
when I get it in
Yeah.
the collection, we can do that for
I'm
sure.
gonna
Oh yeah,
start
yeah.
a
No rush,
Kickstarter
mate.
right now.
Yeah, whenever's good.
Please, won't you give to help these poor young men see the light?
I know, it's terrible. I can put them on right now, but we've got 2017 films to do tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, the next one's a bit of a stinker, I won't lie. It's the third XXX film, The Return of Xander Cage. I don't
Oh,
like
dear.
Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel's a shit actor. The Fast and
Yep.
Furious films will turn your mind off fun, but he's a shit actor. I don't like the Triple X films. That's my thoughts on it.
I like The Last Witch Hunter. I thought it was pretty good. Have you seen that?
Michael
not seen
Caine's
that, to be
good.
fair.
Michael Caine's a good
Yeah,
actor.
he's good.
And he's
Yeah.
in it. You can say that. He's
I like The
there.
Last Witch Hunter.
He's turned up. He turned up. He got a paycheck. He was there. You could say that.
I like the Riddick movies. You know, Pitch Black, Chronicles
Yeah.
of Riddick.
They're not bad, yeah.
Those I like, but other than that, I'm not a Vin Diesel guy either.
They got a fourth one coming, haven't they?
Yeah. Which I'll check out because again, I like the other ones, but Fast and the Furious, I only saw the first one.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, I'm done.
Oh,
Because
they're so dumb.
everybody was like,
They're so
it's
dumb.
the greatest movie ever. And I'm like, it's a
No.
CGI.
Yeah.
That's all it
They're
is.
dumb.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one, Jim. I've never had it much interest in them movies, to be
And
honest.
I've seen the trailers for those and bits and pieces of them. And I mean, the last one, they're dropping friggin' cars out of spaceships and shit. And it's like, are you kidding
Oh, they
me?
go up-
I mean,
Wow.
you know,
Wow.
come on.
They go to space in the 9th one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've seen the first three.
Yeah. Anyway, next one's a bit of a better film, actually. It's a film called Trespass Against Us with Michael Fassbender and Brendan Gleeson about
Oh, I
father
heard
and
about this
son.
one.
They live
Never
in.
heard
I must have been in it.
It's basically about a small gang in the Cotswolds, and they like rob local like shops and stuff. And it's basically about Michael Fassbender's character who wants to get out of that life, but his father won't let him like sort of leave. They're like Irish, like sort of gypsies type things, just like Brad Pitt from Snatch, that type of thing.
I was gonna say,
You
don't call them
basically-
Pikes.
But it's more of a drama and a thriller. Really good film though, underrated. You don't really hear many people talking about it. I've not seen it for years, but good performances in that. Actually, like those lead actors as well.
Never
Do you
heard of
guys see it? No?
Never heard of it.
I've heard.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, Ollie, but yeah, not seen it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, love Fassbender.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. I don't know how available it is in America, but
Yeah,
it's worth
like I said,
checking
I've
out.
never heard of it.
Yeah. Next up's a bit of a tearjerker, and it's A Dog's Purpose. It's
Not
exactly
seen
what you think. It's just a sad film about a dog dying over and over again and being reborn. That's literally
It sounds
that cracked him up.
It's Mickey 17 for dogs.
Basically, yeah. But it is. It's literally a dog. It lives its life, it dies, it lives again, it dies, it lives again, it dies. Guess what happens at the end? It lives again and dies.
Lives.
The end.
It sounds like the worst horror movie ever. You know?
It's not. It's supposed to be a family film as well.
Welcome back. Ah.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I haven't seen that one, Ollie.
Dennis Quaid's in it.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the plot. I thought it was just a dog bringing a family together or something. Some
No,
heartwarming
there's
shit.
a sequel called A Dog's Journey. Do you want to guess what that one's about?
He lives
Journey
and
to the
dies
afterlife,
on a
right?
journey.
No, it's the exact same thing. A dog is born, it dies again. It's born, it dies again. It finds its owner. It's born, it dies again, and then it dies for a final time at the end, and it sees its owner in heaven, and that's how it ends.
Passion of the Pooch.
Rough.
I don't think so.
Rough, yeah, rough. It's some rough stuff.
Hey, I just got that one.
Yeah.
Moving
So
on.
nobody's seen those then? No.
No.
Nah, I haven't, Ollie.
Fair enough.
I'm writing them down. They're on the top of my watch list.
Not going so good so far, are we?
Split.
2017 is a pretty crap year so far.
So far. Next one's not any better. Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Shit. Never seen any of them. Never wanted to watch any of them.
And that's not
Yeah.
the last
Did you
one.
notice
either.
that it's at the same month as
Technically, it's
Underworld?
not. Yeah, it's technically not, is it? Yeah.
You know, it's like Friday the 13th, the final chapter. That was part 4, and then they made 7 more afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Haven't seen it.
Any? No fans of the final chapter.
I've not seen any of them, Ollie, to be
I've
honest.
seen the first couple, but
Yeah.
not after that.
Yep. I saw the first one and checked out.
Next one, unfortunately, is also a really crap film. Rings. Anyone seen Rings?
No.
Nah.
I didn't like the original.
No.
Oh, actually, let me
Rings.
rephrase that. I love the original Ringu, the Japanese version.
Ringu, yeah. Yeah.
The American version that everybody and their brother, including the 3 other people on this panel that absolutely love, I thought was a piece of shit because all that movie is jump scare the movie. It's loud noises, the movie. That's all that movie is. The little girl coming out of the well, the girl coming out of the well is creepy as shit. I'll give you that. Okay? The rest of that movie, jump scare the movie. That's all it is.
I've seen Rings, Ollie, and I quite liked it.
Oh, that's the one with John.
Have you seen?
That's
Have you
John Galecki, isn't it?
It is, and it's sort of. Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen.
So you know how it's like when you copy. Well, spoiler alert in case nobody's in the ring. If you copy the tape, you live, and you don't copy it, you die. For the original, well, they update it for the modern day where there's a hard drive with the video on it, and if you copy it, they live. If you don't copy it, they die. But it's on a computer, and I actually didn't mind it. I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
I know Jim was laughing at me, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the newest one because again, I hated that original remake, and everybody and their brother loves that movie, and I just did not like it at all.
I do. I haven't seen the originals, to be fair. So that's our first
really
experience
creepy.
with that.
Yeah, Ringo, the Japanese one, that movie's creepy as hell, man. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, I don't know if there'll be any fans of this. I quite liked it. I saw it at the cinema. It's called The Space Between Us.
Nope.
It's got Asa Butterfield in, Britt Robertson, Gary Oldman.
I've heard it, but I've not seen it.
Pre-Oscar Gary Oldman, just before he won his Oscar, and Carla Gugino. Is that how you say her name? I don't bloody know.
Gugino.
Yeah. It's basically about a young boy that was born on Mars and he comes to Earth for the first time, but he can't cope with the Earth's atmosphere. And Gary Oldman's the doctor that helped give birth to him. Is anyone going to see it? Because I'll spoil it if nobody's going to watch it. Anyone care? Basically, it turns out the twist at the end is that Gary Oldman's actually his dad, and Gary Oldman goes to live with him on Mars. It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those. I think it's a bit of an embarrassment in Gary Oldman's career. I don't mind it. I've got the Blu-ray. I don't mind it. I'm not afraid to say that, but it's not a good film. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't in the focus group for that movie when it came out.
No, yeah.
I think that's another one of those based on a young adult novel.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna say Ollie 2017's off to a cracking start so far.
Don't worry, the next two are good.
Are we out of January yet?
Yeah, we'll
be the judges of that, Ollie. We'll be the judges of that.
I want to see that at some point.
Yeah,
I'll check that out.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that
it's
movie's
awesome.
Friggin' awesome.
Love that film.
What?
Yes.
What is it? I couldn't see.
Lego Batman.
Movie.
Never seen it.
It's great.
Never seen it. Oh, so good.
It's one of the best Batman movies, believe it or not. It is
so
entertaining.
Yeah, I want to check that out at some point.
It is entertaining as hell.
My son just made me watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I thought that was pretty good.
That's really good. Yeah, I like that film.
So, yeah, that's a good one. And the next one's another good one as well. John Wick Chapter 2.
Oh, yeah, that's a great film.
Solid John Wick film.
Yeah.
Everyone like that one?
No.
Oh. Do you have to be a party
Don't like John Wick?
Sorry, but I just think there's too much change in sides in it. You know, he's on one person's side and then he's on the other person's side and then goes back to the other person's side, and I'm just too much Cobra Kai in it. Have you seen Cobra Kai?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They just keep switching sides to decide. So they were the last season they were all pals, and next season they're fighting. Next season they're all pals, and now they're different. That's what John Wick 2 seemed for me. But I didn't mind 3, but 2 was out. 2's probably the weakest for me. I'm not saying it's a terrible film. I just felt there was too much switching sides.
Yeah, fair enough. Next one's one that Jim loves. I think it's one of his favourite films. It's 50 Shades Darker. You love that
Never
film,
seen
don't
it.
you?
Never seen it.
Go to you.
You've
My
not
wife
seen
has.
50 Shades? Yeah. You're all right then, aren't you?
I didn't watch any of those 3 50 Shades movies. I knew I wouldn't like them, but my wife's seen all 3 of them. She read
Sam
the books.
loves it though. Look at Sam's face. Sam
Yeah,
absolutely
I know, he's
loves
turning
50
awful red.
Shades. Yeah, he loves them.
Blended into that Scarface poster there, Sammy.
Do you know what, Ollie? You know 50 Shades of Grey?
You've not
I've
seen the
not-
first 49? Yeah, I know.
I've not seen it, no.
Yeah. No.
I've not seen, oh, that was a good one, though. I've not seen the first 49 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had, no interest in seeing them movies, Ollie. I just think, do you know what? I wouldn't even watch it, even with an Earl Grey tea. There we go. And I don't even like Earl Grey tea.
They missed a trick with the second one. Surely it should have been 100 Shades of Grey, because it was 50 Shades Darker.
But
We're not impressed.
that would have been
That
one
was a
shade
bad
of black.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not my type of films. Although she's
Nah,
easy on
same,
the eye,
Ollie.
they're not my type of films.
Never had any interest in seeing them, unfortunately.
A buddy of mine described that trilogy as softcore porn for soccer moms.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Fair.
Fair enough. Next up is another supposed stinker. I've not seen it for a long time though. The Great Wall. Anyone fan of The Great Wall? Jim's laugh there.
I watched it. Was it great? No.
Oh, I got through it. It was.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. I got through it as well. I got through it, and it's okay.
Do you
It's
know
not
what-
great.
Do you know what you can say about that film? It's a film. It exists. It's there.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Yeah.
It was a nice paycheck for Matt
I
Damon.
thought it was going to be better. I did think it was going to be much better than it was, though.
Yeah. Just didn't seem to have much going on, did it?
No.
Yeah.
I must admit, Ollie, I didn't have much interest in seeing that film when it came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
I do like Matt Damon, though. Yeah.
Next up's an actual good film, I think, personally. I think it's the last film Gore Verbinski directed, although he's got a new one coming out. And it's A Cure for Wellness. Really like A Cure for Wellness.
Yeah.
Solid, like, weird horror thriller. Yeah, very weird. Yeah. One of Mia
So I've
Goth's
not to watch it then.
as well. You might like, yes, it's good. It's one of Mia Goth's first films. Dane DeHaan, Jason Isaacs, Celia Imrie.
I've got it, but I've just not seen it yet.
Yeah, I do like it. It's weird because his teeth fall out and that creeps me out. He like pulls his teeth out. That creeps the shit out of me. But it's a good film. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it for a long time though.
I need to rewatch that one.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch
me
that. I saw it when it first came out on video. And yeah, I just remember it was very odd, very weird movie.
Yeah, it's an old film.
But I did enjoy it. It's one I definitely got to go back to.
Yeah. Next up's one that I've got. Is it a guilty pleasure? Jim will probably think so, because Jim's probably going to say it's crap. If he's even heard of it. It's an American film. It's called Fist Fight. There you go.
That movie's fun. It's fun.
Ice Cube and Charlie Day. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
Scene
it's
with
fun.
When he gets tied to the horse and it's just so stupid. But yeah, it's like you say, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's totally ridiculous. It's another one of those movies. If you think about the plot for more than a moment, you'll realize that it's so ridiculous. But it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else seen Fist Fight?
Not seen it, Ollie.
No.
Fair enough. Next up, I don't own it, but I really should because it's a great film, and it's Get Out.
Great movie. I own that one.
Yeah, I need to get that on 4K. Do really enjoy that film. Not seen it for a long time now.
Yeah, Jordan Peele's best
I
movie.
do not know if I've got it or not. I probably have, but I don't. I've not seen it.
Sam?
I've not seen it, mate. I've seen Us and what was the other one? Nope. I've seen them, but not Get Out. I need to check out because I've heard really good things about it. Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
Out's his best movie.
It is.
Yeah, I've heard that,
really
Jim.
is.
Yeah. I
I
did
like all
really.
three of his movies, but Get Out is
I love
definitely
Note.
a classic. I do
I
too. A
love
lot
Note.
of people don't.
Note's
I like
great.
Note.
Yeah. I wasn't as big of a fan of that one, unfortunately, Jim. But Us, I did really enjoy the one that came before it. That's a good film.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Get Out is his most coherent movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, all three of his movies are weird. All right,
Yeah.
but part three to me, or I mean, Get Out to me is the one that is the most coherent, whereas the other two, especially Us, is just batshit crazy. Okay, I mean, once you get to that basic premise of what the movie is about, it's really out there, you know. But Get Out, you would love that, Sammy. I think you would really enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I've heard it's
And
absolutely
again,
great.
the performances in that movie are terrific. I mean, just terrific.
Yeah.
It was meant to be one of the best films, wasn't it, Ollie, that year as well? Well, we'll probably come to that, but yeah, it's I've heard,
Yeah.
I remember it coming out and I've heard really good things about it. It was meant to be quite original for its time as well.
It was
so yeah,
nominated. It was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
And,
what was it, Ollie?
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
a horror movie.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I
And
forgot
Jordan
about that.
Jordan Peele actually won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay.
Oh, wow.
And it's a horror
Yeah.
movie. I mean, outside of Silence of the Lambs, that's never happened before. And that was an adapted screenplay, you know. But yeah, like I said, Get Out's a really good movie. It really is.
Yeah, I need to check it out. I bet it's really good.
And next up on the list is, I don't think it's a controversial opinion to say this. I think it is one of the best comic book films ever made. Logan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Love
Decent. That's very decent.
It's such a good ending to a character's journey and just such a great film on its own. I think it's one of those films that does stand on its own.
Yeah.
And it's just a great road film.
So is Deadpool and Wolverine set before that then?
No.
It's not canon.
No.
It's not canon.
They addressed
Okay.
they addressed that right in the opening credits.
Oh yeah.
I've not seen it yet.
And it's hysterical.
Bye, Jim.
Check Deadpool and Wolverine out, believe it or not.
I'm not a massive fan of Deadpool and Wolverine. I've seen it twice now, I think. I think it's a cash grab.
hilarious. I find it hilarious, and I think Hugh Jackman gives a much better performance in that movie than that movie deserves. Because as silly as that movie is, he brings it. He is just solid as always. As Logan,
it's a good film,
know?
But it's just it got on my nerves. Like, well, Ryan Reynolds gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I know. We've already discussed that.
It's jokey stuff. It grates on me. But I do love Hugh Jackman, and I did like seeing some of the cameos in it. I thought that was quite awesome. But
one in particular, there was one in particular cameo. I won't spoil it. You know, James hasn't seen it, but there's one cameo. Huh? Deadpool.
Which one?
He can't tell you. You can tell.
I don't
that's
want to
fine.
spoil it for him, but it's.
Is it the one?
It's all right. You can tell. That's fine.
Is it the one of the characters that was in one of the very first Marvel films?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that was awesome.
And the line is I thought you were retarded. No,
yeah,
retired. I'm not trying to get canceled. I'm already in the void. Yes,
that got me. Yeah,
I jumped.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what you're talking about, so I'm fine.
That's all right.
I cheered when I saw.
Oh, I loved it. That was the best
I
one.
cheered. I was so happy in that moment. You know, so yeah.
They're coming back though. Hopefully.
Yeah, with the new ones.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Next up's a film called The Shack. Don't know if anyone's seen it, but I definitely recommend it if you haven't.
Seen it, don't remember it.
Quite a hard watch, but it's a really good film. It is one of those, it's like a religious type film, but it's not at the same time. I think it's based on a book. I've seen it a few times now. It's about a father, basically, and his daughter basically, well, you find out later on, gets kidnapped, abducted, and then killed by this like serial killer. So it starts off quite dark, and it's about him. He's punishing himself because he kept it, like, looked away for a second and she was gone. And he goes basically back to this cabin around I think where they found her body, to basically end his life. But when he's there, he basically meets God, and God's played by Octavia Spencer, and she basically shows him that there's more to live for, that, like, life's still worth living for, and life's
It's a
beautiful.
wonderful life.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And it's actually
Yeah.
really good, but it's so fucking depressing. It's so sad, but it's a great film, I think.
Yeah.
And I can pay it forward.
I think I
Yeah,
got that one
that's
confused because the way you're describing that, maybe I haven't seen this movie at all. I
It's,
must have it confused with another movie.
Sam Worthington's the lead in it.
Okay, no, I have not seen it.
Yeah, and then, as I said, Octavia Spencer plays God in the film, but really good film. Really, yeah, really interesting one. That was. I've seen it a few times. I don't know, Sam, have you seen that one? I don't know, you didn't say anything.
Shaq, no, I've not heard of it, Ollie.
Next up's one called Table 19. This is an Anna Kendrick film. It's a Fox Searchlight film.
Yep.
I think that the supporting cast is what's going for this film. It's got Lisa Kudrow, Craig Robinson, June Squibb, Tony Revolori, and Stephen Merchant, of all people, all set at this wedding, and it's all about this table of basically guests that nobody cares about. They've just been relegated to this table,
Like
far away
the B
from
team.
anyone else. Yeah, and it's basically them talking about it's like a heartwarming comedy, but it's very funny. It is, well, you can imagine with someone like Stephen Merchant in it, it is very funny.
It sounds like when Sheldon invites all these surplus characters to his dinner party to practice in The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's worth watching if you like. It's like an indie comedy, I would say. I don't know how readily. I mean, you'd be able to get it easy, like really easy, Jim, because of it's an American film and it's not that old. But I don't know how easy it is to get over here. I think we might have a DVD. We definitely don't have a Blu-ray, but it's worth what. Sam, I think you'd enjoy that one. I think you, because I know you like those sorts of films, so I think you'd quite like that one.
And do you know what, Ollie? I've been on that sort of indie film kick at the minute as well. I've been checking out all of these like indie gems of late as well. It was American comedies, and it still is it was for a little while, but I'm kind of in the mood to check out more of these indie gems as well now, and revisit some of them and see some of them for the first time as well. And that, well, Table 19, but I'll check out the first 18 films first.
Oh. Yeah, go through the first 18 pages.
I had to chuck that one in there, didn't I, Ollie?
Yeah, you did. It was coming. The next one.
Hey,
even better. The next one, which actually might be my favorite, first or second favorite film in this franchise, Kong Skull Island. Great film set in the 70s.
Yeah, that's a good fun movie. I like that one.
Fun.
Great soundtrack, great King Kong film with some great characters, great scenery. Yeah, really enjoy Kong Skull Island. I don't know if I like it more than Gareth Edwards' Godzilla, but it's still a really fun film.
I do.
Yeah,
I do like Godzilla.
Yeah, it's good.
To me, that's like a
Skull Island's
Vietnam
been a
movie
while.
with a monster. You know, instead of the Viet Cong, it's King Kong. You know, but it's a war movie. That's all that movie is. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Samuel L. Jackson doing his best Captain Ahab impression. You know, because it's like watching Moby Dick. You know, he's obsessed with his great white whale. You know, his big black monkey. But yeah, that movie's awesome. It is so much fun.
Yeah, I do like that film. Yeah. Next up, I don't think there'll be any fans of this one, but I really like it. Probably one of the best live action remakes they've done as of yet. Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson, Dan Stevens, Emma Thompson, Ian McKellen, Luke Evans. amongst Kevin Kline as well, loads of people. Yeah, I think it's one of the best live action adaptations they've done. Is it necessary? No. Would I rather watch the original any day of the week? But it's okay. It's more for the younger audiences that are watching it for the first time. That's why Disney are doing them, to bring new audiences in, I think. But I still just say, just watch the original, because the original's the best.
Ollie, I'm going to have to bow out at this stage. I'm excited. I was excited to see all the rest of the 2017 films, but I've got to go, I'm afraid.
Okay.
And
Thanks for joining, James.
just one last comment. Didn't that end Emma Watson's career?
No, she did Little
Women. Last film.
She did Little Women. That was her last one, which is an incredible film.
This is the end.
Oh,
did that
she
come
do
out
Noah before that?
Oh,
this is the end was before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 2013. Yeah,
She's hilarious in that.
Yeah.
I rewatched that last month, Jim. Such a fun movie, that isn't it?
So Hermione just took our shit.
Yeah.
It's great seeing you, James.
Yep, I'll see you next
Good to
time,
see you,
guys.
buddy.
Kids are going to bed at this time,
Okay.
so I need to go. See you later. Bye.
Take care, James.
Pineapple Express 2 coming
And
soon.
then there were 3.
Yeah. Oh, so funny.
Oh, it is. I was going to say, Ollie, I need some of that Milky Way. No. What do you mean? I need to have some of that Milky Way too.
No.
Do you remember
The
that?
power of
from
Christ
This Is the
compels
End?
you. The power of Christ compels you. Really, Jay? Really? It's not that compelling.
Yeah, funny film. Next up is a film again, Power Rangers.
Oh God, no! I didn't bother with that one.
No.
Okay, we'll skip that one. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Next one's supposed to be quite a cool sci-fi film. It's called Life.
That one's good.
Oh, I think that's good.
Good, yeah.
Surprisingly.
Then.
Yeah. You don't like Ryan Reynolds, but you'll like him in that because he gets killed.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
No, I've heard he's not in it for very long.
No, he's the first one to get it. But no, it's really good movie and good twist. You know,
Yeah.
A couple of good twists in it. And the ending's really good. Yeah, it's solid.
Oh, cool. I have to give that one a watch. Next up, one that you're probably going to think, why have you got that in the collection? But I like it. Again, it goes in the fist fight like realm, but it's not a great film, but it's fun. Chips. Yeah.
No.
No.
I didn't bother with it, Ollie.
No.
Not a fan.
I think it's funny. I like Michael Pena.
Yeah, I love Michael Pena.
Vincent D'Onofrio. But I think the issue you've got is it's starring, written, and directed by Dax Shepard.
Yeah.
Who has no right doing all three of those things in one film.
Yeah. Again, it's not a horrible film. It's just I remember watching the TV show that it was based on, when I was a kid. So that's probably where the disconnect comes from.
Yeah. Next up's one that I don't own, but I've seen once before and thought was quite funny. You might know this one, Jim. It's called Wilson with Woody Harrelson. Have you seen that one?
No, I have not.
Where I think it's based on a comic book where he's basically an idiot, literally like a buffoon. And he's trying to find his long lost son or daughter or something. It's like a road trip film. Is it Laura Linney or Laura Dern? One of them's in it. But I remember it being quite funny because he just gets himself into stupid scenarios. But yeah, nobody else has seen that one, so can't really. No, yeah.
Not familiar with that one.
Next up is Ghost in the Shell. Anyone seen Ghost in the Shell?
I've seen the original anime film, Molly, but not the remake. I've heard the remake was not too bad, though. But I just would rather watch the original, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Jim?
never watched it.
No.
I didn't hear particularly good things about it, so I never got around to watching it.
Yeah, I saw it at the cinema. I haven't seen it since. I picked it up on Blu-ray and I never watched it, so I just gave it to Tim. because I just thought if I'm never going to watch it again, what's the point in even having it?
Yeah,
So,
that's it.
next up is The Boss Baby. Anyone seen The Boss Baby?
I haven't.
That's one of my grandson's favorite movies. He was
Oh yeah,
he was like 5 when that movie came out. So yes, I have seen The Boss Baby multiple times.
yeah,
And it's a cute movie. It is. It's a cute movie. You know, it's a cartoon for kids. So
yeah. DreamWorks is fluff, easy, harmless
yeah,
fluff.
yeah. It's not Pixar quality by any
Yeah,
stretch, but it's fun. You know.
yeah. Next up's one called The Zookeeper's Wife. Anyone seen this with Jessica Chastain? Set during the war in Berlin.
I've heard of that one, Ollie. I've heard it was pretty good, but no, I've not seen it.
Yeah, I think she basically saved loads of animals from the bombings
Okay.
in Berlin during the war. I've not seen it myself, but I've heard it's a pretty good film. Yeah. Next up is Smurfs: The Lost Village. Jim, you've got to have seen this one.
Nope, haven't seen that one.
Not seen it, Ollie.
Not a Smurfs fan. My wife is, but not me.
Seen it the once, probably won't ever watch it again. Not really for me as an adult. But next up's a decent one, actually, if I can find it. There it is. Going in Style. Directed Sam by Zach Braff.
Need to check that out. To be fair, there's one other one. Was there A Good Person? Need to check
Yeah, that
out
was
at some
good.
point.
Yeah, I quite like that one. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really fun film if you've not seen it.
Oh,
Michael
not only yeah,
Caine,
I didn't know it was
Morgan Freeman, Alan
yeah.
Arkin, Christopher Lloyd's in it as well. Really
Yeah.
funny film.
Yeah, it's a remake of
Yeah,
a movie that
70s.
from when I was a kid with George Burns,
Okay.
Art Carney, and Lee Strasberg were the 3 guys in the original.
Yeah. Have you seen the remake?
Yeah. I generally don't like remakes. I've got a big problem with remakes, but that one wasn't bad. I wasn't offended by it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And it's mainly because of the cast. You know, it's got a great cast.
It works. Yeah. Next up's one called Colossal with Anne Hathaway and Jason Sudeikis, Dan Stevens. Fun film.
Yes. Weird film, but very good.
Weird. Yeah, very odd. Sam looks very puzzled there.
No, it was just I'm trying to remember when I was just trying to think of that because there was a couple of films of that similar title. I'm trying to place which one, but I think I have heard of it, but yeah, not seen it. That one.
A girl and her kaiju.
Yeah, literally.
That's really all it is.
Yeah.
Because she keeps on, you know, repressing stuff, and when it does, it transforms into a kaiju halfway over the world, killing stuff, and then they finally figure out the connection. But,
yeah.
Cool.
Next up's a film called Gifted with Chris Evans, where he has to look after his young niece, who's like a mathematical genius.
Yeah.
And her grandmother, played by Lindsay Duncan, basically wants to take custody of her to like put her into like this college, but he just wants her to live a normal life. Really good film if you've not seen it. Really like that one.
I've not seen that one, Ollie, but it's been on my radar for a canny while, to be fair, because it was Mark Webb that directed it.
Yes.
Oh, that's why I wanted. Yeah, I thought it was because that's why I want to check it out as well.
Yeah. Have you seen that one, Jim?
no, I have not.
No. Good film though. Next up, we'll just glaze over this one because I know both of your thoughts on this. We've already gone over it. Fast and Furious. Yeah, not your thing. So yeah. Next up is one called The Lost City of Z.
I think mine's that one.
Sienna Miller, Robert Pattinson. Yeah, good film. I've not seen it, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah, I thought it was quite good, Ollie. I haven't seen it since the cinema, so obviously that was 8 years ago, maybe. So yeah, but no, I've been meaning to go back and revisit that one. It's okay though. Quite liked it.
Yeah. Jim, what about you?
Yeah, solid film. I don't own it, but I've seen it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Next up's a little thriller with Rosario Dawson and Katherine Heigl called Unforgettable.
I've heard about this one. I've heard it's meant to be pretty good.
It's not bad, actually. Yeah, for what it
Okay.
is. For what it is, it's not too bad. Yeah, it is what it is. I think at the end of the day, it's not great, but it's what you kind of expect from a crazy psychopath stalker thriller. It ticks all the boxes. It's a lot of fun. Have you seen that one, Jim?
No, I have not.
No.
Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm sorry.
No worries.
No worries, bud.
Oh, next up's a corker, Sam, if you've not seen this one. Next up is The Promise.
I've heard
Christian
about
Bale,
this film.
Isaac, Charlotte Le Bon. Oh, it's a great film. Set during the First World War in the Ottoman Empire. And basically it's about this war correspondent played by Christian Bale. And this other guy who basically... It's like a love triangle thing, but it's like them trying to escape. Where is it? Is it Armenia? Yeah, Armenia. During when they're basically being invaded. Really good film. Really quite harrowing as well. If you like your war films, really good war film, that one.
Haven't seen that one either.
And it also features, I don't know, you probably know, Sam, Chris Cornell. It features his final song.
Oh yes, Chris Cornell. What did he?
Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Loved him. Loved him.
Yeah, I think I've vaguely heard of that film, Ollie, but yeah, I've not seen it. Is it quite? It's quite regularly available on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Next up's one called The Circle. Another Emma Watson one that wasn't too good.
Tom Hanks.
Oh
Tom
yeah,
Hanks,
I heard it wasn't great, that one.
Piece of crap.
Never seen it. Yeah, never
Piece of
seen
crap.
it.
Piece of crap.
Not missing much then.
No, you are not.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim.
Tom Hanks is only in it for like 5-10 minutes. I mean, it's just...
that's a shame.
It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Next up, a better film. Guardians Volume 2.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I've seen that.
Great film.
That movie made me cry like a baby.
Oh,
Yondu. I was 40 years old, and I'm in there crying like a baby. When Yondu says he might have been your daddy, or he might have been your father, but he certainly wasn't your daddy. That line got me, and I sat there and wept like a baby.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, I love all three of the Guardians films.
Me too.
Same.
Yeah. Next up is Guy Ritchie's King Arthur: Legend of the Sword. Any fans?
Not seen it, Ollie.
It's not horrible, but it's not great.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
I'm trying to remember. I didn't think I've got it anymore. Otherwise, I probably would have remembered to pull it down. I used to have the 4K, but yeah, it's not very memorable. Not the best King Arthur film.
No, they were trying to set up a series.
Yeah.
With that, and you could tell. I mean, it's like it's not a self-contained story. It's basically here we're going to introduce you to all these different characters, and we're going to follow them on adventures at a later time, and that's more or less all that movie is.
Yeah. Next up is a film called Snatched with Goldie Hawn and Amy Schumer. Have you guys seen that one?
Not seen it, Ollie.
It's all right.
What do you think of that one?
It's all right. I love Goldie Hawn. I've had a crush on Goldie Hawn since I was a kid, so it was always good to see her again.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's got funny moments to it, but I'm not a massive Amy Schumer fan, so
yeah, depends on the vehicle with her.
Yeah, definitely. Next up is Alien Covenant. Either of you guys seen that one?
Yep.
Is it any good?
Alien movies. I like it more than Prometheus, but I know I'm in the minority on that.
Right. Okay.
But it feels like an Alien movie, whereas to me Prometheus didn't. So that's the main thing. But Fassbender, again, Michael Fassbender's the reason to see Covenant.
Yeah.
He's fantastic in it. So it's decent.
Yeah. Nice. Next up is Everything.
Yeah, another YA movie.
Yeah, Nick Robinson, Amanda Stenberg, where she can't go outside because if she goes outside she'll die because she's got a rare condition and she falls in love.
The girl in the plastic bubble.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's basically Bubble Boy but a rom-com or
Give me 1
more of a
second, guys. I'll be
romantic
right back
drama.
again. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I gotta
no
get that on her
worries.
real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay,
No, Jim.
do a little dance. Shall I move on to the next one or shall we wait?
Do you know what? I was going to
This
say,
has been a
Ollie.
great stream, Sam.
You know what, Ollie? This has been another awesome stream.
Yes, and I'm getting my car tomorrow.
Oh, Ollie. Oh, that's good
Yeah.
stuff.
Be good. I can go to the cinema whenever I want.
Because how far is it, Ollie? Your nearest cinema?
10 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, and I can pick Tim up on the way because it's not out of the way. Because the way I have to go, kind of got to go by where Tim lives, so it's not really out of the way. So if Tim ever wants to come, I've told him he can come whenever he wants because I know he doesn't drive. So
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't drive either, Ollie. I just use bus and train and that.
I
and
said
stuff.
the last time I have to get on a bus is tomorrow morning, and I can't wait. I hate the bus. I hate the bus. I hate public transport.
It's a fucking nightmare as well, man, when
Yeah.
you've got, like, say, rush hour and traffic as well. It's just, it can be quite, like, because that's the great thing with having, obviously, we've got to say you can get the train, the X8 bus, which takes about 5 minutes to the train station, use 5-minute walk over there, Ollie, and then it's 25 minutes on the train, so that's 35 minutes. You've
Yeah.
also got the X30 bus that takes about 40 minutes to get to Newcastle Haymarket. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Ollie, and I shit you not, I went, it was, I think last week or the week before, it was during rush hour. I got on the X7 bus, which drops me off not too far from the flat, just literally, 2-minute walk from here. 2-minute walks are not bad. If not that, and then basically, during rush hour, because normally it would take an hour. I shit you not, mate. It took me about an hour and 25 minutes to get back to mine during rush hour. It was,
Wow.
Ollie, it was hell. It was like, and do you know what, Ollie? I'm not even I'm gonna probably wait an hour. So if it was say 3:20 or something, I'd probably and I was ready to go home, I'd probably next time just wait like an hour or something till the traffic's died down, because that was
Yeah.
hell. That was
Yeah.
it's not great when you've got like those hellish bus journeys like that, isn't it, mate?
No, yeah, I agree.
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Next up, one.
Part of taking care of family members. You gotta sometimes
Yeah.
run around.
Yeah. Next up's one that Jim's not going to be very enthusiastic about, I expect.
To be honest, I've never seen it, so
I've not seen it, Ollie.
It's okay. Again, it's a film. It exists. It's there. Oh dear.
Gesundheit.
Excuse me. Next up is one that we kind of already mentioned earlier. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No whatever, Salazar's Revenge, whatever it's called. It's got loads of different names.
I didn't watch it, Ollie.
Javier Bardem's really good in this, I will say that. As the villain. He looks really creepy as well. Good effects, but yeah, it is what it is. It's not great.
I watched on Stranger Tides, Ollie, and I hated it. I really wasn't a fan of that film. Unfortunately, it's got its fans, which is absolutely fair enough, of course, but that's what put me off, Ollie, watching that movie, and I didn't bother with the fifth one. I think I agree with you, Ollie. I think it just suited as like a tight knitted trilogy. To be fair, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely. Next up, another bad film, Wonder Woman.
I didn't
shall we
mind
call
that one, to be honest.
Shall we call her Wanda Stick?
Wonder
Because she's
Woman, I think, is a great movie. I think that's.
I don't mind it.
I would
think it's
watch
all right.
Wonder Woman over any of the Zack Snyder shit from the DC
Really?
universe. Any of it. Yep.
She's so wooden, though.
Like I said, I think
I'm not a big fan of her,
the
though,
only part
Ollie.
of that movie I don't like is Ra, the villain at the end. I think is a little weak. Other than that, I think Wonder Woman is a great movie, and I have zero expectations for that movie. Zero.
Yeah.
Now the sequel, on the other hand, that movie's an abomination. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's horrible, but the original one I think is quite good. So
Yeah, I like the
we'll agree
original.
to disagree on that one, Ollie.
Yeah, fair enough. Next up is The Mummy.
Oh, with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I didn't bother with that one, mate.
That was funny.
That's horrible. It's so bad.
It's
so
probably
bad.
the worst film Tom Cruise has ever done.
Oh,
It's
man.
up there. It's
Yeah.
up there.
It's just why. You just like, and that ending, why? Yeah.
I didn't put myself through that, Ollie. I saw the trailer and I thought to myself, not a fucking chance.
You were right. You were right.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? Did you say, Jim?
Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was a piece of shit. I mean, put it this way, okay? I'm not a huge fan of the Brendan Fraser movies, okay? But compared to the Tom Cruise version, those movies are Citizen Kane, man. I mean,
Yeah.
And I like Tom Cruise, but oh my God, what a horrible movie! What a horrible movie!
Yeah.
Thankfully, that. Oh, sorry, Ollie.
I was just going to say we've got to go to the comments. I'm skipping loads, but
Hey, Roy.
our boy's here.
Roy, hello.
So Roy, Jim loves Baywatch. There you go. You love 2000. You're a few years off, Roy. 2017. And he says Wonder Woman was fun. There you go. You're not on your own, Jim.
Oh, I know I'm not. Like I said, that movie actually got pretty good reviews and it made a lot of money. Like I said, I really enjoyed that one, but the sequel,
I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah. Next up is Cars 3.
Didn't watch it, Ollie. I did like the first one. The second one was not bad, but didn't bother with the third one.
The first one's good. The second one's not very good. The third one's not even good at all.
I didn't bother.
That's accurate.
Yeah, it's just I can't. There's just no story to the third one either.
No.
It's just boring.
No, that's another one I bought for my grandson because again, he was like 5-6 years old at the time, and
Yeah.
he loved it. And I got through it.
Yeah, it's another film. It exists. Next up is 47 Meters Down. Anyone seen this one?
I
Yes.
haven't, Ollie.
Shark movie.
Yeah.
Shark movie. Yeah, it's for what it is. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not Jaws, but it's entertaining.
Fair enough. Next up, and yes, I do own all of these films. None of them are particularly very good, but there you go. Transformers: The Last Night. We're talking about.
Nope.
Shaking heads.
Didn't bother, Ollie. I didn't
No.
watch the last two. I didn't watch the last two. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. You're not missing out on much, Sam. Bumblebee's really good, though.
I did like Bumblebee, though. However, that was one of the biggest surprises for me at the cinema that year. And I wouldn't mind checking out Rise of the Beast now, because that one's, I've been kind of waiting till that's cooled down in price a little bit there, Ollie. I think even the 4K is meant to be pretty decently priced. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a look at that one.
Yeah. Next up, a great film, Again, really underrated. I think if I can grab it. The Big Sick.
That's a
I
good
want
movie.
to. Yeah, I want to
Really
watch
good
that one,
film.
Ollie. I've heard about it.
Yeah, really good film. Ray Romano, Holly Hunter, Camille Nanjiani, Zoe Kazan, based on a true story. Yeah, really good
Yeah.
film.
Good movie.
Yeah. Another good movie here. We're on a roll now. You might be on a roll. Baby Driver.
yes.
Oh, get in.
Love Baby Driver.
Me
Yes.
too. My hot take of the day. That is my favorite Edgar Wright movie. And I
Jim,
love
Me
That's not a hot
all
take.
Edgar Wright movies, but
That's
that
not a
one,
hot take.
that one is just, it's a musical without singing and dancing.
I love
It
it.
really
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah.
just so good. It is so good.
Yeah.
Next up is Okja. Love Okja.
Oh, brilliant, Ollie. Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's great. I love that film.
Is that the
You
one with
seen
the
that
giant
one?
pig?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
Film. Yeah, good film. Next up is Despicable Me 3.
Cute movie.
Sam, you love it, don't you?
I've not seen it.
Oh, you let me down, Sam.
I've seen the first two.
Roy says, paid full price for Bumblebee, got stung.
Hey. Oh man.
He thinks that is definitely a hot take.
Yeah,
Baby
I'm
Driver.
sure he does.
I really liked Bumblebee, to be fair. But hey, different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Yeah. Next up is A Ghost Story. Anyone seen that? David Lowery,
Fantastic.
Casey Affleck, yeah?
Yeah, fantastic film.
You've seen that one, Jim?
Yeah, I couldn't
Good
get
one.
into it.
No,
I'm
I've
not
not
saying
seen
it's a
that.
bad movie. It's just I couldn't get into it.
Fair enough. Yeah. Next up is... I do have this. Grab it. Spider-Man Homecoming.
Good. Yeah, good film.
Good, solid movie.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's great.
Oh, yeah. Always good seeing Michael Keaton pop up.
Yep.
Next up is War for the Planet of the Apes.
Excellent. Love
Excellent
that
movie.
film.
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
Great end to a trilogy, I think.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Love all three of those films. All three of
Oh,
them.
Yes,
same.
agreed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the way reboots should be done.
Yeah.
You know, it really is.
And next up, Dunkirk.
Love it.
Great
I
film,
love it.
yeah.
I got into a heated argument with one of my subscribers when I did my top films of the year, and that one was on the list. And he was basically saying that it was not accurate and that the original version was much more accurate. I had no idea there even was another version of that movie. I had no idea, you know, so I'm going to hunt that one down. But I think Dunkirk is a great movie.
Roy's got the original.
Yeah. It might have been Roy that I got into the argument with.
Just coming.
Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah. Roy and Stewart, I think, both of them were like, no, you got to watch the original. So.
Yeah. Next up, this is going to be one for Jim. He's going to be all over this one.
Never seen it.
Not seen it, Ollie.
No, not one of your types of films, I wouldn't imagine.
No, I'm aware of it, and I heard it was a pretty funny movie.
It is quite funny.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming out with some of these comments now. They're quite upsetting.
Yeah, he doesn't like Nolan.
No, I know. He made that clear in the group earlier, and Stuart.
Yeah, which again, I that's totally justified, but I love Christopher Nolan's.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Next up is another great one.
Yeah, that
good
was
film. Yeah, that's good. I like that one.
Solid film. Yeah, really like that. Really good Cold War spy thriller.
Yeah, Charlize is just.
Oh yeah, she's good in that. Yeah.
Sophia Botella, is that her name?
Oh, she's even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up's one that we've all seen, and it's the Emoji Movie. Thoughts on the emoji? Sam's face
Patrick
then.
Stewart as the
I-
poop emoji.
That's the poo,
That's
yeah.
the only thing I know about it.
Ollie, do you know something?
Yeah.
Just to enlighten one, I haven't seen that movie. I never fucking will.
Sam, it's a masterpiece. You've got James Corden playing a high five emoji.
Whoa. No, I'm never gonna watch that movie.
It's the fact Sam went like a smelly.
Yeah, that's what I meant, mate. That's my intention.
Shit.
Oh man, it looks diabolical, that film, Ollie. I don't know anyone that's
And the
come out
rest.
and likes that movie.
Yeah.
What did you think to it, Ollie, when you watched it?
Well, I had the 4K for a while just as a joke, but I finally got rid of that to get some money. So
Somebody
all I
paid
could
money
say.
for that.
Someone did, yeah. Someone paid about £10 for that.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I do. Where is it? Right. Yeah, I can agree with that, by the way. Dark Knight was best movie this century.
No.
Yeah, I can.
No.
Yeah, I've got to
No.
agree with
I
Roy
don't know if I
there.
would go that far.
No, it's not the best.
I
That's
think
too
I've got to.
bad.
I think Dark Knight is right up there as being the best comic book movie of all time.
It's a
I'll
great
make that
comic book
statement,
film,
but
yeah.
I don't know if I would say it's the best movie of the last 25 years, man. That's a bold statement.
No. Whiplash, La La Land, Donnie
They're up
Darko,
there.
Gladiator.
Like I said, I'm just kind of looking right. Shit, I'd take Wall-E.
Yeah,
Molly's a great
You
movie.
know, I mean,
yeah. Up.
I would.
Oh, look. Poo,
Triple
poo,
poop
poo.
emoji.
Yeah. We're just going to
he's a big
leave that on
Patrick
the
Stewart
screen.
fan.
Yeah, he loves Patrick Stewart. Next up is Detroit. Catherine Bigelow. Talking about Catherine Bigelow, her last film, Detroit. Really
That's
solid.
good. Yeah, that's a good
Haven't
movie,
seen it.
Ollie. I've seen that.
Really solid, that one, Jim.
Yeah, I heard about that one. I just haven't gotten around to seeing it yet. I will
Yeah.
eventually, though, because I really like Bigelow.
Yeah. Next up is The Dark Tower. Seen that one?
Didn't
Yeah.
watch it, Ollie.
It's a cinematic abortion. I'm sorry. Okay, let me give you a little bit of background on that, okay? You will never find a bigger Stephen King fan than me, okay? That movie is based on a series of novels, 8 novels to be accurate, okay? And each book is about that thick. So they tried to cram 8 novels into a 90-minute film.
Wow.
Wow, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
And outside of the
Yeah.
character names, there is nothing in that movie that has to do with anything in the books. And
Is
I
it-
sat there for an hour and a half screaming at the screen because I
Yeah.
love those books. And it was like
Yeah.
it would be like taking all the Harry Potter novels and turning them into one book or one movie. Right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, how would that work? You know, so
Yeah.
horrible movie.
I didn't put myself through it, Jim. I remember when that trailer came out and I did not fancy it.
I saw it at the cinema.
Horrible
Did you like
movie.
it, Ollie?
To start with, I did, but then no. I even had the 4K, but the 4K did come with my 4K player. In my defense, I've not got the 4K anymore.
You know,
So
if you never read those books, if you never had any kind of thing to base your opinion on going into that movie, I could see where you would enjoy it because my mom actually
Yeah.
enjoyed it for what it is. Okay, she's never read any of those books,
yeah,
but those books are so sacred to me, and it was sacrilegious almost. Sitting there for an
Yeah.
hour and a half, going, "What is this? This is nothing to do with what it's supposed to
Yeah.
be based on." So move on, shut
Fair.
on.
Well,
Sorry.
on a better note, such an underrated film next. Wind River. Love this film.
That's
Yeah,
a good
great
film.
movie.
Yeah.
Great film. Really out of print now as well. Really hard to come by over here, but solid, underrated, like little crime thriller.
Yes.
Great atmosphere, great acting, great story. Love this film.
Yeah, good movie. Very good movie.
Yeah. Next up is Annabelle Creation, the best
Not
of the
seen
Annabelle
any of them,
films.
Ollie.
Really
Never
good,
seen
solid. I mean, it's the best of the Annabelle films. Going back to how she was created, and it's all set on this farm, and it's like an orphanage, I think. Really, really creepy stuff in this. Yeah, really enjoyed this one. Then we have The Glass Castle. Anyone seen The Glass Castle with Brie Larson and Woody Harrelson?
I'm aware of it. I've never seen it.
Not seen it, Ollie.
Yeah, it's a solid film. I've seen it a long time ago, but if you like a good small scale drama, then I'd recommend it. Pretty decent, based on a book, I think. And next up we have Good Time, which is a Safdie Brothers film with Robert Pattinson. Not seen it myself.
It's a good time. It is a good time.
Oh yeah. What good one, Sam?
Yeah, do you know what?
Yeah.
Now I've been coming out with some of the dad jokes now.
Get
Yeah.
slap happy there, Sammy.
Yeah.
3 hours in.
Yeah, yeah, pretty good film, Ollie. I did what you call it, prefer Uncut Gems though, but I did like
Yeah.
that one as well.
Next up we have The Hitman's Bodyguard, the only Hitman's film to watch. Do not watch the sequel.
Yeah, I've not
Yeah, the
seen
sequel's
either of
pretty
them,
bad.
Ollie.
This one's a lot of fun though.
That movie's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman as the villain, really good in this as well.
Samuel Jackson. I mean,
Oh
I know you're not a big Ryan Reynolds fan, but those two
Samuel
together,
Jackson.
Samuel Jackson and him together, they're a lot of fun together. They
Yeah,
really are.
I
They
agree.
play off each other really well.
Yeah. Next up, I know Sam's seen this one. I don't know if you have, Jim. I've seen it as well. Logan
Oh,
Lucky.
Yeah, that's
Great
a good
film.
film. I liked that one.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig is worth the price of admission alone. For
Oh yeah, he's great in it. Next up, we have trying to get over to my list. Film stars don't die in Liverpool.
That's a good film. I've seen
Really
that
good
one.
film about the later life of Gloria Graham.
Yeah, that's a good film.
Actress from the 50s. She moves to Liverpool in the 70s and meets Jamie Bell's character, who's a lot younger than her, and they form a relationship. And you got Julie Walters, who plays his mum as well. Yeah, if you like a good British flick, then yeah, recommend that. Annette Bening's great in this. It's really good. It's really good, Jim, especially if you like Annette Bening. She's great in this.
Yeah, sounds like a solid cast.
Yeah, it's really good. It is really good. Next up is one called Unlocked, which was director Michael Apted's final film. It stars Noomi Rapace. It's got Michael Douglas, John Malkovich, Toni Collette. It's a solid little action thriller set in London.
Good cast. Never heard
Orlando Bloom as well. Really good film. Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen that one, Sam?
I've not, mate. I think I've heard of the film, but I've not seen that one, no.
Yeah, really good that is. Yeah, really underrated little action film there.
Oh, yeah. Is it quite accessible, that one, on Blu-ray, Ollie?
I haven't got the Blu-ray myself, but I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look out for that one.
Yeah. Oh, Roy's been pumping off the comments. Good Time is amazing. Order it, Ollie. You're such a bad influence on me, Roy. I've got no money, and you're making me spend money. I will get it when I get
RoboCop.
I get paid. I get paid on Thursday, so I will get some of these films.
I'll tell you what, Ollie. I really enjoyed what was it, Roy's collab video with Nathan when they talk about Nathan's top 10 movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved that video. That was great.
The Killing and Logan Lucky, great double bill.
Yeah, I've not seen I'm assuming we're talking about The Killing from Stanley Kubrick because I've not seen that one.
I'm a Gloria Graham fan, but that film was like watching paint dry. Oh, Roy.
Oh,
it's always one.
Mr. Barrett.
It's always one. Next up is Oh, I've got a mess on my bed now. We're probably going to have to stop in a minute because the more I talk, for some reason, the more my nose gets blocked up. I don't know why, but it happens sometimes. So,
Oh, no worries, Ollie.
yeah, we'll go on for a little bit longer, and then
We
we'll
can
have
always-
to stop.
Yeah, my wife
Yeah,
is
we can always-
already on my ass saying, how much longer?
Yeah, we'll go on for another 10 minutes, and then we'll
Sounds
call
good.
it an evening. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
No worries, Ollie.
Next up, we have It. Andy Muschietti's It. Really good. I've not seen the original miniseries, but this one really good. Love
Awesome.
Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise in this.
Yes. That movie is
Yes.
one of the best Stephen King adaptations ever. It really is.
Yeah.
And those kids, I generally don't really care for kid actors, child actors. Every kid in that movie is awesome. I mean, they play the parts perfectly. It's the second
I
movie
agree.
is a letdown. I don't think it's as bad as
Yeah,
some people say.
definitely.
I mean, but the first one is just, it's such a good movie.
Yeah. Sam, you seen that one?
I haven't. Nige kindly passed on his Blu-ray for me kindly last month when I met him, and yeah, it's definitely one I need to check out because I know Nige is a big fan of both its chapters part 1 and 2. But I did watch the original version with Tim Curry for the first time last year, and I really enjoyed that. That was very good.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a school book of that, of the original
have you,
miniseries
Jim?
with Tim Curry. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was really good. I watched both that and Salem's Lot for the first time last year, both original versions.
Yeah,
Definitely some of my favorite TV movies now, definitely.
absolutely.
Nice. Next up's a little film starring. Oh gosh, I almost got them all falling over. That's going to fall on the floor in a minute. Reese Witherspoon, Home Again. You got Candice Bergen, Michael Sheen's in this as well. It's your typical type of easygoing, romantic comedy. Not for everyone. It's the daughter of, Nancy Myers, who did, lots of films. It's her daughter. And is it Charles Shire, who's a film producer? Must have had it, because
maybe.
Yeah, because she's called Hallie Myers Shire. What a name, Hallie Myers Shire.
Okay.
But yeah,
try saying that after 33 pints.
I know, right? I think she's only done 2 films, but yeah, this was not a bad little film. I've not seen it since the cinema, but I remember it being a pretty little good film, to be honest. Next up, we have American Assassin with Dylan O'Brien and Michael Keaton. Solid film, that is. Really good.
Absolutely.
Not
really
seen
good.
it, Ollie.
Oh,
it's
it's
really
good.
good,
It's good, Sammy. It's so underrated.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Michael Keaton is phenomenal in that movie.
Oh, he is, yeah. Really good. Taylor Kitsch as well is really good in it.
The interrogation scene between the two of them.
Yeah.
Where Taylor Kitsch is torturing Michael Keaton.
Oh,
it's
at the
so
end.
good.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie, Ollie.
Yeah.
Or Sammy, you should check that one out.
Oh, I'll add it to my watch list. Thank you, Jim. Thanks, Ollie, as well.
Next up is Mother. Darren Aronofsky. Anyone seen Mother? I've not personally.
Oh God!
I didn't hear the best things about that one. Did you see it, Jim?
Yes, I did. Oh, no.
Was it a masterpiece?
That's a movie.
Was it a masterpiece?
It's a movie.
There you go.
I would rather watch Requiem for a Dream again. And that movie is hard to get through.
God.
Okay, I mean that movie's like watching.
That's a fantastic film.
But Mother, it's one of those. It's almost one of those movies that you have to watch more than once. But I couldn't bring myself to watch it again, so it'll never happen. But yeah, not a good movie. Not a good movie at all, in my opinion.
Next
have you seen it?
I've not seen it. No,
I've not seen it, Jim.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. Next up is Kingsman: The Golden Circle. It's a lot of fun, this film. Yeah, a lot of fun. Love Elton John's part in the film. I think that's hilarious. When he comes in with the bowling balls at the end.
Yeah. Just when he starts kicking the shit out of the guy, the Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. I thought that was hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Just, doing the Johnny.
Just loses me.
Luke Cage,
yeah, in slow motion. Yeah, when he's jumping in slow motion. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I prefer the first one, but I do like the second one
it's a
as
lot
well.
of fun. Yeah. Next up is the Lego Ninjago movie. Anyone seen that?
No, I've not seen it, Ollie.
Nope, I haven't seen that one. I've seen all the other Lego movies, but I haven't seen that one.
It's not bad. It's probably the weakest of the Lego films, but it's not bad. It's still an all right watch. There's some funny parts to it. Next up, another underrated film, Stronger. Jake Gyllenhaal.
That one.
Really good film. About one of the survivors of the Boston Marathon bombing, and how he kind of like rehabilitates himself mentally and physically. Really good film. Sam, you'd like this one.
Yeah, I need to check that one out, mate. To be fair, I've heard that's really good. So yeah, I'll add that to the watch list. There's been, do you know what? I've always got like a notepad with me, Ollie. You know when we did the quizzes and that, and I was writing down the answers. What I need to start doing, Ollie, is when I get recommendations, start writing it on that notepad. I'll know that for next time now.
Yeah, Roy's come in with the opposite to you, Jim. Mother is Wild, bizarre, but I dug it.
Hey, again, that's one that movie's truly divisive. I mean, it's one of those movies, so I get it. Some people love it, I didn't.
Yeah. Next up is another fun film, American Made.
Yeah,
I heard that was good.
That one's fun. That one's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do like that one. It's good Tom Cruise film, that. Yeah, Doug Liman, yeah. Yeah, do like that one. Then where are we going? There we are.
I like that movie a lot, and I know a lot of people do not like it. I like it a lot.
I like it more than the original.
I was going to say I would go so far as to say that I prefer it to the original, and I'm not saying it's better than the original. I'm saying I would rather watch it than the original.
I agree. Yeah. Roy's going to come into the comments now and say something.
Blade Runner is like Roy's favorite movie of all time. And again,
it is.
I'm not saying that the sequel is better. I'm saying I would rather watch it.
He's not seen it yet, though, I don't think. I told him to watch it.
He hasn't.
Yeah, he's not seen it yet.
It's really good. And again, when I heard that movie was announced, I was actually upset. And I'm not a huge fan of the original, but I was like, are you kidding me? You're doing a sequel almost, 30-odd years later. And that was a self-contained story. But then when I actually saw the movie, I was like, wow, it's got something to say, and it's really good. It's really good.
Can't bring myself
Check it out, Roy.
2049. Yeah, you need to watch it,
Roy.
You need to watch it, Roy.
Those are like the people that don't want to watch 2010 because they love 2001 so much. And it's like the sequel is not as good as the original. It's its own thing, but in a way, it's more entertaining than the original. Have you guys ever seen 2010?
I've not even seen 2001 yet.
Did you prefer 2010 to 2001, Jim?
Yes.
Oh, did you? Fair. I've not seen it, to be fair. I can't.
And again, I'm not saying it's a better movie, okay? Because 2001 and Blade Runner, to me, are both masterpieces, okay?
Yeah.
The sequels to them are not. But they are more accessible and they are more entertaining. And that's the reason why I prefer to watch them.
Oh, that's fair, mate. But 2010's always been one I've been intrigued to check out. Don't get me wrong, I've never been against watching it, but it's cool to hear you really like that one, mate. Yeah, I'll definitely need to check out 2010. But yeah, 2001, one of my favorite films ever, though. I'll absolutely adore that film.
It's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. I'm not saying anything negative about 2001 or Blade Runner. Okay. Again,
you weren't.
I hold them in the highest of regard. But to me, the pulpy sequels are more entertaining. That's just me.
Oh no, 2010. I've always been curious to check out, though. To be fair, I mean, I need to also possibly try and what was I going to say? Pick up the HMV Premium Edition at some point on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
Roy Scheider and John Lithgow are both terrific in that movie, and Helen Mirren playing a Russian. Okay, let's
Right.
go on.
Roy's so narrow-minded, and we're going to finish it there, I think.
Yeah, you look like you're not feeling too well, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. When I talk for a long time, sometimes I just, I don't know what it is. I'll be all right once I've had some sleep, though. I'm sure.
No worries, Ollie. Ollie, thank you so much for having me on, though. It's been great tonight.
Of course, Sam.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And before you guys sign off, because I didn't get a chance to ask, okay, but I am taking this opportunity right now, okay, to cordially invite both of you to be on my show, Shooting the Shit with Jim, at a future date. And I would love to have both of you on at the same time for multiple reasons. First of all, so you could plug your show here, okay? But also because the majority of guests that I have had have been my age or around my age. You two are the two of the youngest YouTubers that I have come into contact with, and I want to get an episode with a younger point of view. So I am cordially inviting both of you to be on that show.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Definitely.
So we will work out the details, but I would love to have you guys on.
I'd love to join, Jim. Thank you so much for the invite.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So, thanks everyone in the comments as well for watching, and thanks both Jim and Sam for joining this evening.
Thanks for having me, fellas. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Ollie.
I'm going to go and put all of these away before I then go to bed. That'll take me about half an hour. And we'll see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys, as well.
Take care. Good
Bye,
night,
everybody.
everyone.
Take care, guys.
Bye.